Hello guys, we're back for episode 10 of the Infra-Red podcast. Tonight we have Lockie, Josh and Riley joining us for their new band. What's been happening?
Hello.
With, it's the
Hello.
So we've got the Calypso, what was it? Calypso and the Sun Demons.
Yeah,
So-
man.
Yeah.
We're currently in the studio. We've just finished recording an EP, which is cool.
Yep.
How many tracks
Oh,
do we
well,
have?
also,
we've got like
sorry, yes, just quickly. So we've also got Damo and we've
Hey.
also got Mitch as well.
Mitchell, yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about
All right. So yeah, continue. So what's happening?
So we got like, I think we got like 4 for
Closer to
the.
the mic, please.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
got,
pull it.
Closer to the mic, please.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
This is a bit better.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's
Yeah,
all good.
we got 4 for the EP and like 2 separate singles basically. Well, I don't. They may all go on an EP, but I'm not 100% sure how you guys want to.
We could fuck around with that shit.
Yeah.
Sorry for swearing.
Well, technically we got a couple others recorded, but some of them we kind of scrapped. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got it's 4 songs and 2 singles.
Two singles,
Yeah,
give
2
or take.
singles.
I think, yeah. So me and Lucky like penned them lyrically and all of them. So it's about 50-50. And then we just bring them to each other, and then
Share it.
Josh produces it, and he plays keys and sax on a bunch of stuff as well, which is tight.
Yeah.
And do you say the saxophone as well?
Yeah.
Bit of a-
Yeah, man.
No shit.
Yeah, one of the tracks.
Because
Wait, Josh, you play the saxophone?
Yeah, I played it
That's
since I was,
cool.
Like, since like 2014. Yeah. No, 2014. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
'Cause I
I
wrote-
did not know that. I might actually have to use you in some of the music I want to try and make.
Yeah, because I wrote this reggae thing, and Lucky was like, let's make it like up tempo, like some ska shit. So we started playing it, and Josh was like, oh, I'll get the sax in so we can have
Yeah.
some horns.
Yeah. I think originally I was like, I created like the sax part. I used like this is a keyboard just to create it.
Mm.
But yeah, then we went in the studio and recorded a bit later.
Yeah.
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 So that's
So
yeah.
well, so just so we can back up a bit, like so with the timeline, because you guys were originally part of the Trouser Snakes, which my brother,
Yeah.
my brother was in that
Yeah.
band,
Yeah,
and everything
man.
like that,
It's his
and Damo
solo
was in it.
project
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was what
Yeah.
did you say, Lockie? It was a side.
It's his solo project now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it's
I
a-
think,
it's
yeah,
a
Ben-
duo,
Ben's kinda
more or less.
taken
Yeah.
over for himself.
Taking the legacy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, I feel like,
onwards.
yeah, because I helped produce some of the Trouser Snakes stuff.
Mm.
Like, yeah, because it was like there was some good stuff within it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and some stuff was like slightly underdone a bit, but yeah. Sorry.
That's right.
It was-
okay then.
Sorry,
Yeah.
the microphone issue is really bugging me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Damn it, can you do me a favour?
Yeah, mate.
Can you get under the table and move
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, man, it's time for me, the Christmas elf, to
Wait,
fix
we're
this
doing
up.
it.
Yeah, Damo's going under the table, and he's gonna play some party
Can you
games. Watch me and
unscrew
Lucky's
that?
faces and guess.
Yeah, for me, Alex,
Yeah.
so I can pull this out.
Yep. Oh, watch out for that.
There we go. Just
Sorry,
hold
guys.
that for now while
Yeah.
you're talking.
Some of our guests
Sorry,
actually
Richard.
rocked up just a little bit later on.
Yeah.
Damien is
Just-
currently sucking my toes and it feels great.
So we've just had to hold your solo.
Yeah.
So
There we go, you got your own mic.
so then how long ago did you guys break up with the Trouser Snakes, and how long did it take for you
More than
to?
that.
No,
Yeah.
it's actually slightly less than that.
Is it really?
Yeah, no, it's not. It wasn't. It,
But then how long did it take for you guys to come up with the name, the Calypso and the Sun Demons,
Well-
and the direction that you guys want to go in with
See,
everything?
Before we called it quits on the Trouser Snakes, me and Riley kind of were writing a few songs that weren't really in the style of the Trouser Snakes, and I came up with like a name for that, like Vic Sear.
I think yeah.
yeah.
A lot
Well,
of-
originally-
Yeah, it was gonna be like a.
Can you move that glass, please?
A lot of what we write tends to be really, really personal stuff to me and Lucky.
Yeah.
So like,
You'd think like it fit the sort of Trouser Snake kind of.
it's
vibe.
yeah, it's like
Because that's more of like a joke name, you know, which isn't a bad thing.
I think it was that. I think it was more like a punk than that. It was really like.
Yeah, it's like a real punk, kind
and
of like
then-
the hard-ons or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
yeah,
that's
there you
cool.
go.
It was very
It's funny.
yeah.
It's a funny
Yeah.
name.
It was weird because I was the last member to join,
Yeah.
so I didn't have any part in the name either. Like I just rocked up and
Yeah.
started learning
Yeah.
songs, and played
It's
bass.
a very memorable name. Everyone,
Yeah,
every
it's
time we had a
memorable,
gig, people
but-
remembered it.
Yeah, it's memorable, but
Yeah, but it doesn't like it. Like you
Sometimes it
don't.
can be a
We're writing
lot of
all
a joke,
serious
though.
songs, and we don't want like
Yeah, like gimmicky
You know,
kind of
yeah.
things attached to it.
I
and
think
stuff.
yeah.
because as Damien said, it's like a punk.
It's very
kind of name.
punk. It's very,
I think it's
yeah.
it's hard too as well because like there's like a song on the EP that's coming out that's like super duper personal. Like we recorded it in like a tiny room, like acoustically,
Yeah.
which we're gonna redo it, I think. But like
Yeah.
to have a song that's really personal, then put it under the name of like Trouser Snakes, it's like a double. It kind of cancels out. People are like, is it actually?
Is that as personal?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like, yeah, I guess. And the Trouser Snake stuff was like more experimental, you know.
Yeah,
And
very
like less about
psychedelic
personal topics.
kinda, yeah.
Like I could
Yeah.
tell you like this song's about that girl or that experience.
Yeah.
Whereas like the Trouser Snake stuff was like, let's make some weird like rock shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Come up with
experimental.
lyrics like on the spot, like, hey, those
Yeah.
lyrics kind of work.
We're like
It was
a
very
jam band.
post-punky.
Yeah.
It wasn't really
very-
jammy. It was just we tried to see what we could do with it, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's why we're renaming it. There's a renaming
Yeah.
Stuff on the
everything.
beats.
So it's completely,
renaming. Oh, okay.
Okay.
completely.
Yeah.
Because I thought, like, I swear I saw Ben post something like that the other
Yeah,
day.
he did.
He
Yeah.
did, but he's doing a rebranding of the
Oh,
whole
he's just
project.
Yeah.
Good on him. Hey, I want to clarify, like we're all on good terms.
Yeah.
Too. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like an angry. We just split because we wanted to do different things. I think.
Yeah. Okay, so, well, what got you guys into music as well? Like, what made you want to learn instruments and stuff? Because, like, what instruments can you guys play? So, like, Riley, let's start off with you and go Josh and Lockie.
So I play bass and guitar the most, and then I'm a classically trained snare player on the drums. So I can't play the kit very well, but if you give me the snare, I can do that marching band stuff.
Yeah.
I've got to utilize that at one point. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
How long for, though? Like, have you been doing it for a long, long time?
well,
or?
so when I was like, I like grew up in Dubai, and there wasn't a lot to do, and so this
you
guy.
grew up in, just wait, you grew up in Dubai.
Yeah. So
You lucky motherfucker.
I did. I grew up in Dubai. I have been to the indoor snow playground or whatever that people. That's the first question people ask.
What
I
the
didn't
fuck?
even know that existed.
Dude,
to
it's
be
tight.
honest.
It's like in
I
a
didn't-
shopping
what
mall.
is this?
What the
We need
It's
to
an
go there,
indoor
right?
snow playground in a shopping mall.
Can we go
Yeah.
there?
If you,
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to look it up. It's called.
Yeah, look it up
Ski
whilst we
Dubai.
talk about it.
But it's
Yeah.
like you go into like the mall. It's called the Mall of the Emirates, and it's like literally you got this escalator and there's this big like, yeah, chuck it on images. That's in a shopping mall, and you can go snowboarding and skiing in there.
You just go for a date. Hey, I'm gonna
And
go
how hot
ski
is it
today.
outside, though?
Very warm, hotter than here.
See, the closest
Yeah.
Really?
thing that
Yeah.
I had
Mid 40s,
is,
isn't it? Easy.
Yeah. Well, it's in the.
It's in the
you know,
desert.
It's in the United. Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's dry heat as well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, in Force
jackets
Awakens,
and all that.
Yeah.
the Star Wars movie,
Yeah.
the
yeah.
desert scenes there were filmed in Abu Dhabi, which is like near Dubai, like
Oh, really?
similar desert space. So that kind of vibe is like how
Okay.
hot it gets.
No way.
Dude, like,
So you play bass and guitar and stuff, and then
Yeah. So when I lived in Dubai, someone got me like a nylon string acoustic guitar, and there's like a video somewhere of me like at a Marriott hotel at like age 7 at a recital playing Achy Breaky Heart,
Oh my god. That's,
like going
Oh,
ham
yeah.
with like
that's
my
cool as shit.
yeah, man.
we
So
gotta find that.
yeah, I
that's
think
a
my
little
mom,
chat. I'm just gonna say.
my mom has it, and I'm like playing it, but I was like, I'm not messing around with like a regular colored nylon. I had this black nylon. I was like
Oh,
Johnny
yeah.
Cash, like up there. I was ripping it, man. Yeah, and so like eventually like moved to the States, started playing marching band stuff, and
Really?
yeah, man, I was in the marching band at school
Why
at
do you
like
think he
football
has that
games.
accent?
Yeah, that's why I sound like I'm dangerous.
But then, so your parents are originally
Yeah.
your parents are originally Australian then.
My dad is my mom's from the States.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what about you, Josh? Like, what got you into music?
Well, I kind of started like when I was in primary school and shit, cause like our primary school had like a recorder ensemble and stuff. But it was weird because it wasn't like playing Hot Cross Buns and stuff.
Yeah.
We'd be playing like I remember when we learned how to play like the Harry Potter theme and the
Welcome
Lord
to
of the
the
Rings.
jungle.
No, yeah, it was like the Lord of the Rings theme and shit. It was like really like yeah.
That's sick though.
Yeah, because I think like our school had like you could play like 4 different types of recorders. It was like soprano, alto, tenor, and bass recorder.
Read the chat.
Yeah, so-
got hit by a
Yeah.
bus. That's the thing.
And through that I ended up like when I finished primary school and stuff, because I could play recorder really well, and I kind of knew how to play clarinet. I kind of went from that, kind of got me into the
Saxophone.
well, no, it kind of got me into high school because during high school I was in a music program, which I applied and got in for, and that was really cool and shit. Like I played in bands from when I was like, it was always would be in like I'd always even play like clarinet or saxophone, mostly saxophone, but I didn't really start till like I was in year 9,
Yeah.
and because like I was looking like. Technically also I sung in a couple of those bands, but it was always like once a year I'd sing. Like I remember the first song I ever sung like in front of an audience was fucking Stir It Up by Bob Marley.
Really?
Yeah, and directly after, I also did like the same thing. It was the same performance. I also like filled in for someone, and I did Adam's Song by Blink-182.
Really?
Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
on the saxophone?
Oh no, on saxophone, like singing. And shit.
Oh,
A
and
bit of a
singing though.
contrast, those two.
But
songs.
still, you sang that. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool though.
Yeah, I knew the thing is, I kind of knew the lyrics like back to front.
Yeah,
So,
of course,
like,
yeah.
The first note was like, well, the thing is, I kind of ended up doing it with someone else, and they kind of knew it and stuff. But
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause
and
it's a
then
good song.
Yeah, and then like
Jo-
through high school, I went, yeah.
Josh has one of the best ears though, like in a studio
Yeah.
setting.
Yeah.
We'd be playing a song and he's just like
He just whips
He's
out a
got a
keyboard or a
keyboard.
saxophone
Yeah,
or a
the key,
mandolin.
Really?
Like he
playing
just
melodies to it.
Yeah, because
It's
I can
mental.
like I can learn stuff by ear really
Yeah.
quickly. Because I remember like when I was in year 9, like they're like,
Also,
oh,
another thing as well. Just please don't
Oh,
bang on the
sorry.
table as well, if that's all right.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, when I was in year 9 and stuff, they're like, oh, you know, they gave us like a piece of music here to play, and I was like, oh, I'm not really good at it. And they're like, okay, play something else then. And I ended up coming in like the next week, and I'd like learn over like. It was like within a couple hours, I learned how to play one of the Rammstein songs on a clarinet.
What
Yeah.
Rammstein song?
It was Woo Bistu. It was one of the
Woo
ones from-
Bistu, really?
Yeah, I figured out how to play the entire song, like just by ear. I learned it all by ear, like in a couple hours, and it
Wow.
was like, yeah. And I think since then I kind of knew I could like learn stuff by ear really quickly, like
Well, that's actually a really good talent though as
yeah,
well.
yeah. And I think
good.
yeah,
Because let's say for me, right, with the DJing, that's all like. Sorry, I'm gonna actually stop eating these chips and wait until after.
yeah.
Look at you trying to see if you can eat them or not.
that's
Go and
good.
see if there's milk. Is there any milk?
Cheers.
I don't believe
Thanks,
so.
Rich.
I like that.
I'm
So,
good. Thanks, sir.
Similar thing with me in the DJing though, because it's like it's kind of repetition, but it's like after I know that certain songs work together,
Yeah.
it's like I can just pick up like that song sounds like that. It's in that key. I'm pretty sure this will work with that,
Yeah.
and then just try it out, and then like just from listening to so much music, knowing what can and can't work, kind of thing. Like what you were saying before, it's like you can whip out a keyboard and just go, I think these sounds will work with
Yeah.
that song. It's a talent.
Yeah,
It
I-
sounds really, really cool.
Yeah, I
like-
think for like one of the songs I recorded with these guys, like I just literally out of nowhere, like I didn't tell them I was gonna do it.
I pull the mic just a
Oh,
bit
yeah,
closer to your
sorry.
mouth. That's all good.
Yeah, out of nowhere, I just literally just recorded a keyboard part. Didn't tell them. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I did something cool. And I was like, oh,
Philophobia?
yeah, Philophobia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds good.
Yeah, just had
Yeah.
like I think 2 different parts. Like one that sounds like a xylophone, the other one like
Glockenspiel.
Yeah, the other one's like an organ type sound.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Adds
So,
a bit of flair.
so what about you, Lockie? What got you into music? What got you into the whole thing?
You have to go back to say like 2005.
2005, back in the day?
Back in the day. It was
Very
really mad.
specific.
I know
You the
exactly
month
what
and
I know
day?
exactly
I've
what
got
you're
a whole
gonna.
backstory.
I know exactly what you're gonna talk about as well.
What is this?
Are you about to go? Yeah, I listened to the soundtrack on Tony Hawk's Pro
No.
Skater.
No.
Oh, really?
But that comes into play a little later.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But no, we used to have to do, like little athletics at the local oval.
Yeah, yeah.
At the
Morley.
at the rec center.
The rec center, yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, because my brother did it. He was like all into track and field and all that. So I'd go down there, and they had like the metal benches. So I'd just be up on there like stamping my feet, you know, like boom, 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 boom.
It wasn't later until they found out that he had something seriously wrong with
Yeah,
him.
It's going boom, boom, boom.
yeah.
Yeah, keep
Well,
going,
I
no?
wouldn't go boom, 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 but I'd like tap my feet in
Yeah,
time.
and have fun.
And because my dad, you know, he's into music. He mixes and all that, so he's got a bit of an ear for music.
Yeah, he's
And,
the Scott.
and
Scott's
he was
awesome.
Scotty
guy.
G.
Scotty
Yeah.
G. Shout out to
Scotty G.
Scotty G.
And
My
yeah,
employer.
I'm guessing he was like, oh, he can play he's very percussive.
Yeah.
So I got a set of djembes,
Oh,
2 djembes, for my 6th birthday, and yeah, I played the shit out of them. You right there, Alex?
Yeah, breathed in the wine.
Yeah.
You know, you're not supposed to do that.
I know. So
Yeah.
continue those.
So yeah, and then I think the next year I got a drum kit, and I started playing drums. I didn't know any drums. I just boom boom on the drums.
Yeah.
And then one of my mum's friends taught me, you know, four on the floor. You know, and then that like really opened up like how to play drums for me. And then for a while I just didn't play any instruments at all for a couple years. And then when I was like 11, 12 maybe, I got back into the drums a little bit. But then I also, my sister was learning guitar. So I was like, okay, that's cool. So then, because she was learning Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls,
Oh yeah.
which is like,
Honestly, one of the best songs.
It's a good song.
Really?
Say
I
what
don't
you-
think I actually know it.
Oh, you will.
It's
You'll
got-
like, if
you
you
will.
hear it, you'll be like,
It's
We'll
like-
pull it up at the end, I reckon.
It's not like one of the 4-chord songs or 3-chord songs. It's got like 6 chords, but they're all like the very like.
And it's in like a weird tuning as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can load it in like open chord, standard.
You
tunes.
it's the and I'd give up forever to touch you.
Oh, that song.
Yeah.
Oh, and I don't want to miss a thing.
No, that's
Oh.
Aerosmith. That's a fire song.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
I fuck hard with Aerosmith.
Yeah, I think I know the
Yeah,
song
no,
actually,
yeah.
but I've never played it out
Isn't
and
it a
about.
Nicolas
though.
Cage movie?
It's probably,
It was
it's
for a
probably
movie. It was in a
Yeah, it was
movie.
for a
It's a
Yeah.
movie.
Hips movie. But yeah,
Probably.
so I learned that because that's all the basic chords. So I would, and then I learned power chords. You know, that's like
Yeah.
everyone who's learning. That's
Guitar.
like their best. You know, oh, I can play all these chords. So I'm
Dude,
like,
Nirvana songs. That was where it was at. Learning to play guitar
Yeah.
for sure.
And
Straight
then
up.
from that, I got into bass. And then, as Riley said, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater soundtrack, specifically specifically the song "All My Best Friends Are Metalheads" by Less Than Jake. And I'd say with bass, that's like my #1 influence because that's like technically proficient bass. I'm not saying I'm technically proficient.
You're better bass player than I am.
Yeah.
Amen.
It's
That
hard.
is true.
Isn't it hard to be a professional in instrument though? Because I mean, like, I could say that I'm a professional DJ because I, get
Yeah.
paid to do it, and I've been doing
Mm.
it for such a long time. But then, how would you be a professional guitarist?
I think
though?
it's just if you're making money, if you're
Yeah.
That's
With
your main
that-
source
that
of
making
income.
it-
That
making
if
a
that's your
living.
primary source of income, you're
yeah. Then,
professional.
then if
Sure.
it's not, then it's like a hobby.
Yeah, it takes
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all made money playing music.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tawahi.
Oh,
Say-
yeah.
Taffety,
I'm gonna
sorry,
say
Taffety.
hello to Ethan.
Yeah, come on,
Taffety.
I want
man.
to say hello to
Say hi
Taffety.
to Taffety.
Taffety.
Yeah,
I want to say
hey,
hello to my
yeah.
man Barack Obama. Which camera am I looking at? This camera. Yeah.
George Bush
Barack
doesn't care about
Obama,
black
baby.
people.
I've always wanted to do that. You ever see the interviews? They're like, which camera am I looking at? Hot ones? Like, say, tell the people what you're talking about. And then he's like, hot
There's
ones.
some whole
baby.
wings in here.
So,
Actually, it'd be very good for my sinuses.
So did you-
As soon as I ate that, like, cleared up.
We're gonna help out Lockie's sickness.
Down with the
Scarlet.
sickness. Down with
Kids
the
down
The
with
sickness, as they say.
so with that, so what did you say? Sorry about the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater soundtrack.
Alright, before I finish
That-
up your
is that-
sentence before you eat the chip. Like piece of shit.
We gotta actually
away
make
from
sure
the mic.
whoever's got the mic cannot eat food. That's the
Yeah.
new rule.
Yeah,
Rule.
okay.
This feels like a
So,
real
I can say
college
now
rock
because it's
station.
something I did.
So let's
new rules. in
let's
place.
talk about the Calypso and the Sun Demon though. So how did you
Oh,
guys
so
come
we're
up with
not
the?
talking about Tony Hawk's anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah. now that you've eaten your chip, yeah. So
Yeah,
what
let,
happened to
let him
Tony-
finish his meal.
Yeah, well,
Let
like,
him finish his story.
Tony Hawk's is like probably most well known for having like probably the best licensed video game soundtrack.
Yeah.
If not, maybe Grand Theft Auto.
No,
but, like,
MX vs ATV. I gotta say.
well, I
that.
mean, that's in the same vein as like.
It's like
Yeah.
those alternative sports games.
Yeah, exactly.
alternative
Yeah.
Sports games like aggressive inline that had like real big fish.
Yeah.
Oh,
Saints
yeah.
Row 4, Skate
Saints Row
3,
3 had
I
Sublime.
really like Saints Row the-
DJ Hero.
No, I think Saints Row the Third and
DJ
GTA
Hero had
for me,
Metallica
honestly.
in it.
Yeah, I know.
Cool shit.
Yeah,
I
had
love
some good
Metallica.
remixes.
I think Saints Row the Third also had like a Bottle Surfers song in it.
Yeah.
That's actually what got me into them too.
No way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, and like Tony Hawk's is like well known for having good soundtracks, and that really
Yeah.
got me into like punk and ska,
Yeah.
which is like what I listened to religiously in high school.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
good
then.
story that went nowhere.
Yeah, no. Well, no, it
Understandable.
did.
There we
Let's
go.
get into backstory on you guys, because
Yeah.
see, we're only 19 minutes in, and
Yeah.
now we can actually start
Yeah.
discussing
I
everything what you
believe
guys are doing.
You asked us where the name came from.
Yeah, that's
Am I
exactly
right?
it. Where
Like,
did
he came up with the name?
where did the
Oh,
name come from, Riley?
Oh, I did come up with it. So I was dating this girl who will leave nameless, but
All right.
everyone here knows her.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she has a dog named Callie, and this dog effing hated me. Just hated everybody. Like she had been like abused when she was little, so she's really
Okay.
wary of strangers.
Yeah.
And I have this thing where like I'll just say stuff. I've got a whole list on my phone, and I'll be like, "That's a tight band name," so I'll write it down. And when I was just sitting with this girl, like her dog was there, and she's like, "Oh, Kelly" or whatever, and I was like, "Calypso and the Sun Demons." I dead ass. This is
Just
what
like
happened. It
that.
just rolled out.
No
Yeah.
way.
Cause I did this thing where, she was like, she would dress like really alternatively, but also love disco music. So I'd call her Disco Queen and the Goth Supreme or something like that. It's like weird.
Well, see, that's a cool band name as
Yeah,
well.
so I was saying that to her, and then she was like, "Oh," they came up with the dog, so I was like, "Oh, Calypso and the Sun Demons," and we were both like, "That's tight." And we were trying to, me and Lockie were just like, we used to have phone calls that were like
Yeah.
literally hours long of us going, "This band," And at one point we were cracking open books, like, because we both
I
love
think
horror.
I have a notes file on my phone with
'Cause-
some of the potential.
Yeah, 'cause I think originally when we started recording some, like when I started helping record these guys, like originally it was like called the Foreshores.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
That's not a bad name.
That was
is it?
always
that was
gonna.
alright,
I think that was
but I
always
feel
gonna
like-
be like a placeholder.
Yeah.
What was
Because
the other one?
I
The Val?
knew
Val or something? What was the other one? The
Vixia.
Vixia.
Yeah, that was like
Vixia.
my solo project, but I don't know if I'm gonna ever do anything with that.
Um,
But yeah, I've got like a.
yeah.
Should I read a couple out? You reckon?
We'll give
If
them.
they're
Any of the
good.
listeners want band names, Lucky's about to hand
We
them
got
out.
the trusts, the flood. I'm gonna do
So
all
here
the
we go,
ones in
guys.
bolds, they're the good ones. The floods, the pegs. I don't know. that could be taken.
Pegs.
The cuts.
Someone just texted me, Thick Dick Daddy 27. I think that might be Ethan.
Nice for doing the
You got-
shout out,
You
Ethan.
got the Carpe Diems, the Courtly Loves, which I like
I
that one
really
a lot.
wanted that to be
But
the name
that's
too.
not a bad
already
name,
banned, so check
Oh,
it
really?
out. If you-
Yeah.
They
It's,
good?
it's
They any
Courtly
good?
Loves. I don't know them, but
Not as
check
good
them
as
out.
Calypso on the Sunday.
There you go.
Yeah. The Peace
Check 'em
Arrow.
Yeah.
The what, sorry?
The Peace Arrow, which I don't think is too bad, but that's all kind of like hippie, like
They get a bit weird.
Flower
Used to, man.
power.
I like cracked open a copy of It at one point because me and Lockie really love. Well, we all, but like specifically for some reason, me and Lockie connected over It when we first met.
There's two things we connect over. There's It and
The
Bare
Beatles.
Naked Ladies.
Oh, and the Bet 3, man. I was gonna say the Beatles,
Like the last one?
No, thank you.
but
Am I the only one drinking tonight?
Hey,
I'm straight edge, my man. I'm probably the only
straight
straight edge guy in Perth.
Yeah. No,
By the way,
I don't really drink.
Just
Yeah.
quickly,
I
this
got
episode
really-
is sponsored by Margaret River Wines. Haps
Oh, yeah,
Winery.
man. There you
It's
go.
not, but let's get it going.
There's like a flash of it. So with the clips on the Sunday, so what genre would you guys say it falls
I don't
under?
even know, man.
Alternative.
We've
But
got-
it
we've got
has to have a
ska
genre.
Song. We've got like two garage rock songs, I think now, because
Yeah.
the one I worked on today is pretty garagey.
Like a ballad. What's weird is that like we all come from 3 separate musical backgrounds.
Yeah.
But like
Well,
we
when you
listen
say
to
that,
a lot of the same music, but
Yeah,
like
but
What do you
also-
mean by 3 separate backgrounds? So like, what's your background, Riley?
Well, I like there's like similar threads, right? Like so there's all certain artists that we all love, like Blink and Green Day and that.
Yeah.
The stuff that all young alternative dudes get into.
Yeah,
Dudes
My
and
Chemical
dudettes get
Romance.
into.
Yeah.
My Chem. But like
Yeah.
then we all go into like weirder directions. So like I really like lately I've been listening to a lot of like the 1975 and weird like synthy
new wave.
new wavy, but like new wave.
New wave.
Like NU wave.
But would you say with new synthy, new wave, like the
Like-
Midnight and Time Cop and stuff, or
No, like,
retro?
I don't know,
Like
have-
synth wave.
Have you listened
okay,
I
to
wouldn't
the
say that.
1975's new record? One that just came out, another new one. It's like a pop record, but it's saying something important.
Yeah.
So I like really resonated with that because it's like a lot of pop music I don't like, not because the music's bad, but because what they're saying is stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I agree with that as well. Like,
Whereas
Understandable.
in this one, like there's literally like spoken word about the environment. You know what I mean? Like that's badass.
yeah.
And it still made the charts. You know, I don't know. I can't. Yeah.
It's pretty silly with that, but it's like the minute you start, you're kind of already a popular band, and you start touching on subjects that are already like really outstanding subjects in today's society, you're just going to get boosted. If you're talking
Yeah.
about Greenpeace, you're talking about like climate change and this
Yeah.
and that.
Yeah, you get the
Yeah.
algorithm boosting you.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
The algorithm, man.
So I was watching
the
this.
algorithm.
I was watching this episode of South Park last night.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen the new season, it's so funny.
I haven't seen much
They
of it,
start
but I
talking
saw
about the music industry and how it's like you got to make sure it's China friendly these
Yeah,
days.
I've seen part of that
insane,
episode.
Yeah, which it makes sense though because
Well,
it's
yeah.
like you got to appeal to the 4 billion people, 3 billion people that
No,
live in
1.
there.
What, in China and in Asia.
China, yeah.
1.6.
Oh,
1.6, right? 1.6 billion. Jamie, pull them up.
Yeah.
But Jamie, pull them up.
Jamie, pull them up.
Yeah, that's what I remember from like 4th grade.
Thank you, Mitchell.
Yeah, it's like it's.
Well,
But it's
Third
probably
grade.
tripled since then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
it could have. Yeah.
But that's what I mean though. It's like with that whole entire thing, you got to appeal to the market these
One-
days. You got to be PC.
1.4 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
1.38.
shit, India's catching up hard, man.
I
Holy
think
shit.
Yeah.
what was
Yeah.
weird is like when we started, a lot of these songs we'd written already separately and just brought them together and then built them as a team, the 3 of us, into like fully fledged songs.
Yeah. Like Riley, he'd add something to my song.
Yeah.
I'd add something to his.
Josh would come in and be like, "Yo, let's try
The
this."
saxophone, yeah.
Yeah.
No, they can
Or
give
let's,
me
like,
as well.
mix it
Like with
and
yours, you'd have like an idea,
This is
like
real
a base of a
college rock
song.
shit. This is
Yeah.
real
I'd, like,
college
structure
radio
it.
station right
Yeah,
now.
well, that's a
Fucking cool.
yeah.
Was listening?
Yeah, we're listening. We're just discussing how it feels like a college radio station. You ever watched, what's it, The Boat That Rocked? Yeah.
I haven't seen that, but it
We're
looks
gonna
good.
play some replacements.
Yeah, we're going to play some replacements. We're going to play some,
Husker Du, some Lemonheads.
yeah, yeah.
So just recap. What we got? Yeah.
Oh no, I was just saying like you were like, oh, you have to like appeal to the
China.
Yeah, to the
algorithms.
market.
and
Yeah.
I was like, well,
It's like some
what's weird when we
bacon
wrote
shit.
is we kind of came together and we're just like, who cares? Like that's not genre it. So we just like, there's a ska song on our EP.
Mhm.
There's like an acoustic ballad. There's like a '90s like.
Bang on the table, please.
Oh yeah, true.
You just did it again. Huh?
Yeah.
Is that you?
That's
Take
it.
your hands off the table.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no hands on the table.
You are not the fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your hands are in there. Dun dun.
So I think that we also have that privilege as a new band that like no one's expecting anything, so we can do whatever the hell we want.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we are. You know what I mean?
Well, that's exactly it. It's all about freedom of expression,
For sure.
really.
Yeah.
And it's all about just like getting your own material out, and if people like it, then you can go from there. Because I can imagine, like for example, Tame Impala, he didn't just always do his dreamy rock.
Yeah.
When he first picked up his guitar in the first maybe 10 years or however long he's been playing, he probably just experimented, got in bands, did this and did that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then he just became Tame Impala.
Rivers Cuomo, I think he was in a metal band.
Yeah, it was like an,
before
Yeah,
it was,
yeah.
It was like an 80s hair metal.
Yeah.
band.
Who?
Pantera was an 80s hair metal
Isn't
band.
Rivers
Cuomo.
Cuomo part of
Weezer.
Weezer? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's,
yeah.
he's the main head. He's the main.
He's
Yeah.
the head honcho.
This is
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
He's the
man.
main celibate now.
Yeah, he's the main he's the vocel.
Well, how do you guys feel about since we were just
I love him.
no, but since we were
Never
just
heard of him.
since
Weezer,
we
I barely know.
since we were just touching on the subject though of how it's like selling out in the music industry to an extent of like touching on certain subjects like climate change and this and that. Do you guys think it's worth doing that though? Because I mean,
It's worth selling out.
well, worth selling out, but like if you can make money from it and become a professional and get on MTV kind of thing,
Yeah,
Right.
like,
is it
Isn't
worth
that the
selling?
MGMT sort of way?
Like it-
MGMT sort of way?
Really?
Yeah, MGMT. Like they made all their money with their first album, and then they
Electric Feel.
yeah, Electric Girl, yeah, and then they just branched out
Well,
from there to make more and more experimental music.
Lady
makes
Gaga
sense.
wanted to make like jazz music, so she did all these pop records to make the money. And now
Yeah.
she's singing like beautifully with these like jazz and like
mm.
crooning singers to make like the music she wants to. So I
Yeah.
think
But she's made the money.
right, but if you
Yeah.
play the long, I mean, we come from the punk scene,
Yeah.
so a big thing is like, oh, you sold out, Nirvana sold out.
Yeah.
But see, that's just
Yeah, and I'm
that
like-
happens in the 90s though. That's
Right.
Nirvana. That's not you guys though.
Well,
You're in
no, no, no,
Australia
like-
though.
But
A
there's
lot of my
It's a
peers
mind-
might be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
So,
particular,
yeah.
it's more of a mindset than actual like reality.
I think it's
Yeah.
how long you want to play the game, right? Like if you go, I got 10 years, right? Yeah, man.
Stop doing it.
Banging the table, man.
Sorry, I've got
No, it's alright,
Microphones
man.
on the table.
We like the hey,
the
man.
Ritalin wearing off.
It's alright.
But if you like, right, if you go like 10 years, right, you're like, all right, my first record, I make a pop record. It's going to be all about like a generic girl that I'm going to sing about so every girl can feel like it's about her.
Yeah.
And the next record's going to be like, I have all this money, now I'm having a drug problem. Like every hip hop record, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
then eventually you're like, cool, now I can make like weird synth
Yeah.
aerobics music. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's like I would say well, maybe I guess you can apply it to like Adele and Lana Del Rey and stuff like that. It's like being soulful singers, but then it's like they can add their own music, like Blue Jeans. There's so many good remixes of that and stuff like that. But it's
Yeah.
still kind of like
I don't know that song, but yeah.
yeah, like if you get what I mean though, it's like they start off reaching that demographic of being soul singers, and then they kind of move into more pop stars, like what happened with Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Lord was all
Yeah.
like
The
soul
quintessential.
music, and it's like girls can relate to it and this and that.
Dude, she's my age.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Not even that. Like it turns out the guy who's booking me in Fremantle, he actually went to a party when she was there before she blew up.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Like he went to a party and said, "Oh hey, my name is."
How many
this."
more days until Billie Eilish is there?
Oh, it's about 23 days. Is it?
God,
What's the 18th
Okay.
of December?
Well, it's Billie Eilish.
Yeah,
coming
pull
back
up.
to
Yeah,
her.
pull up the
No,
birthday. Pull up Billie
Oh, until
Eilish's
she
birthday,
turns
Mitchell.
18.
Here's the thing, though. You know what I will say, though? As someone who used to shit on popular music all the time, Billie Eilish's record might be my favorite album
She's
of the
a-
year.
But she didn't
She's
even write it though.
experimental.
Her brother wrote
They
it.
co-wrote it.
Yeah, well,
They did not
co-wrote
co-wrote that.
They
No,
for
they
sure-
did not co-wrote any of that, man. It was
It's like
Billie-
Cruella.
It's his brother. It's
Hey,
all their brother.
you're
bro.
Either way, her record is my favorite record of
18th
the
of
year.
December,
You wanna
boys.
hear a weird thing about
It was.
Billie
It's
Eilish?
pretty good though.
What's the
Honestly-
weird? Well, she's Irish.
No. So her
She was
brother,
born after 9/11. That is weird.
No,
Oh no.
her brother,
Your
right?
prophecy's true.
Her brother has a girlfriend. She looks exactly
Oh
like her.
yeah,
Jesus.
that's a creepy.
Yeah.
Pull
like
up
this
Billy.
baby.
Pull up his brother. Her brother's
I like-
girlfriend.
So look up brother and then look up brother's girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
These
Yeah.
memes looks like her.
Whoa.
Go
Oh.
to images, yeah.
Dirty,
You
yeah.
sleep
Holy
with your sister?
shit.
Hey mate.
Wow.
Mate,
Oh,
you
look at-
sleeping
look
with
at-
your sister?
No, go to the one next to him. Go to the one next to him.
Are they sleeping
Holy
together?
shit. They're the same
Are they
girl.
twins?
I can't tell
Think-
which one's which.
Holy shit.
I know which ones. I can see.
Honestly,
What,
If you get Billie
I thought
Eilish,
the head was a
you're
part of her shirt.
Well, there you go. I guess. Yeah, I
I
guess
just want to put that out there.
he's sleeping with his sister lookalike.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh.
Either
I
way,
didn't
it's
know
from-
that.
I
Glee,
fucking
right?
love
Wasn't
her
one of the
record.
one of
Yeah.
wasn't one of the guys from
But you love
like
the brother sister as well.
Yeah.
He got,
That's
he got
weird.
done for
I
child
listen to his
porn.
songs.
Yeah.
This guy's
Yeah.
Wait, oh, you guys, we're
insane.
getting out of hand. All right, right.
David's
what were you
the
saying?
battle of the bands. Yeah, David.
Alright. What were you-
Shout out to David.
David Walker, what's
My
up?
man.
What's
Hey,
up? It's
David.
Mr. Walker.
Hey, David
in
Walker,
here.
this one's for
Mr.
you.
Walker.
That's for you, baby.
All right, so Riley, what were you saying?
Oh no, I was just saying because Damien was like, oh, his brother tried to write it, which is weird because I've listened to the brother's solo music. I don't like it nearly as much as I like Billy's music.
It's,
Yeah.
he's writing it for her demographics.
It's
100%.
weird. Dude, honestly, because like I don't sleep very much, so I was like, I look for late night records to listen to.
Yeah.
Man, that record is good.
Really?
I honestly really like that record.
Okay.
Listen to noir jazz. Like,
Yeah.
you feel like a
Jazz.
fucking boss.
Noir jazz.
Yeah, like noir, like a
But then,
noir.
have you guys ever heard of Cruella though? At all?
Cruella?
So I reckon
Barely
it's
know
something.
her.
Cruella
So-
de Vil?
No, but so Cruella, right? They were an electronic artist from a while ago. It was two sisters and a brother, right? And so it turns out the brother was writing all of the music, and the sisters would just get up and dance and sing and stuff like that, and they'd sing on the records and shit like that.
Right.
So then what ended up happening was they had an argument about money or something happened, right?
Smashing Pumpkins.
And basically what ended up happening was they fired the brother. And when they fired the
Oh,
brother,
no.
so how do you make music if the guy who makes the music's gone?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
So then they ended up just falling apart completely. And then they tried to
They
make
just-
music, and it was embarrassing.
Can they just
basically.
get like a replacement member or something?
Maybe.
Or
All right, we need to make a new rule. Every time Riley picks up fiddles or something, you got to go there. Dun dun.
Every time Riley
the
bangs
hey,
the table,
listen.
we gotta throw milk at him.
No, I'll die.
Oh,
Man, that'd
we
be
got the
bad.
custard. He's got to do a shot of custard each time.
I will not make the podcast, man. I'll shrivel up or some shit.
Oh,
So-
no.
We're going to fail
I'm
once.
gonna kill Riley on the
We're gonna-
podcast.
Riley, this is the...
Yeah, there you go. All right, that's the sound every time someone bumps.
God
into me.
damn it.
Honestly, I swear to God, that was not on purpose. On my
So
life.
with Calypso on the Sun Demon, how far are you guys going to take it? Are you guys going to try and make a few
We're
albums?
going balls to the walls.
Balls to the wall.
Oh, we-
How much
Bite
material?
the pillow, I'm going in dry.
How much?
Yeah.
How much material have you guys got there? Like how long?
Well, it's still in the process of
Finished
writing more.
material between the two of us lyrically, loads.
Loads?
Infinite.
Like an album,
Yeah.
2 albums?
We could easily make an
my,
album.
My
Yeah,
story is
and
infinite.
if for some of the stuff I've written,
But would
it
you
could be
guys
almost
would you
endless.
guys push and just try and get an album out as quick as you can,
I
or
think
would
'cause
you
the plan
work on
next
it?
year is we'll get to this later, but I study music production at TAFE. So next
Yeah.
year when I do the advanced diploma, we have to record a band that isn't a TAFE band.
Yeah, that's,
So
that's what I did with
that's
Trials
what-
Snakes and thing.
That's what I'm planning to do next year.
Yeah.
Whatever we want to record, we're gonna record it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we got access to like
Everything.
2 studios.
Yeah, if you
and
got
stuff.
access to that, then
Yeah,
that'd
and
be
that's
awesome.
how we record this entire EP. Really.
Yeah.
And even like the Trials Snakes stuff.
It was all there
And I
too.
think even Damien's recorded stuff with like rappers and
Yeah,
stuff.
I've recorded a lot of rappers
And
there
they're,
as
they're
well.
all cool and stuff, you know. Yeah,
Dun
I recorded
dun.
like I think this is like an intake. This is like an intake band. But I recently finished and they actually only got released last Friday. One of the Intave bands, Fox Subs. I produced their EP.
Their EP rules.
Yeah, like I produced, like mixed it and stuff.
I'm a fan
I
of
didn't
that.
Is that on
Is that
SoundCloud or
Oh,
anything?
Shout out to
it's-
Fox
it's on,
Gloves.
it's on
Spotify.
Spotify and stuff.
Spotify, really?
Yeah.
Can we
It's
try
on
and pull that up and then we'll
Yeah.
plug that at the end? as
Trouser
well,
Snakes
have a
played
look
our
at it.
last gig with them.
Yeah, we did
Yeah,
actually.
like,
They were
yeah,
really
you can see
nice.
the band
They were
and stuff.
great. Well,
Yeah.
all the girls in that band are rad.
Yeah.
Oh, so
well,
it's an all-girl band? Or?
No, it wasn't.
Well,
They have
no, it's not. No, it's not. It's like there's
Oh,
like
there's a-
three girls
and
and
a guy.
one guy, really. Well, the thing is,
But-
technically, there's been for like a lot of lineup changes. Like this
But
year
has
alone.
he changed sex or anything like that?
No,
or-
no, no,
or
no,
is
no,
that-
no.
he's a
Oh,
dude?
no,
He's very
no.
family
Okay, he's a
guy.
dude.
There's just one. Well, no, the thing is, the dude. The thing is, the
gonna watch
guy
this and
has
be
been
like,
changed.
fuck
Like,
you.
there's this different. Like, they've changed the person who used to be in it.
Yeah.
Well, technically, one of them didn't like hiatus because like he had.
Can you pull
he
the
recently
sauce
had
closer to you? I don't
surgery
want
and
to
stuff.
spill it on the table.
And so for their EP launch, they had a replacement guy, Richard. And he's really nice. He's a really skilled guitar
He's a tall
player,
dude.
so-
He's as nice as he is
so
tall.
He's giant,
He's like
man.
4?
6'8".
6'8"? No way!
I'm like 6'4".
Dude, that's one away from
Shit,
I'm
that's a good
6'7".
point.
He's taller than like my
He's
friend.
way taller than Connor. He's a big boy.
Connor's 6'7". So
That's
he,
almost nice.
Holy shit, you're right. He's 6'8".
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like
he can
6'8",
play basketball.
6'9". Like
Definitely
he
play
is so
basketball.
tall, but he's like the nicest guy ever.
He's
but
a
yeah,
ni- yeah.
but the thing is, it's really funny because he's like so tall compared to the rest of the band.
Yeah, it's really amazing.
But yeah,
He has to do wide stances on the stage. He's doing a bit nice wide
yeah.
stance.
He's not
But yeah,
faggot
they're
shag
AP
on the
launch.
floor.
Nuts were hanging down.
You know what's
There
weird?
you go.
A
Aha,
weird,
funny one, Damien.
a weird sensation is like having friends that are in a band, and then
Yeah.
listening to their EP and then being a fan of that band.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Their album,
But like
their-
not knowing that your friends made the EP?
no.
or-
So like I know we've played gigs with them in the
Yeah.
Travis
Yeah.
Snakes lineup, but and then they make music, it comes out, and you're actually like, fuck. If I didn't know you, like I'd be a fan of you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I am a fan of their band,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like it
but
was
if you
weird.
actually were,
Yeah,
random,
I would listen to them regardless. Like it was
Yeah,
a
because
tight
I
EP.
even helped
I give
like
guys
last
like that
year
too.
for that.
Yeah.
one
But see,
that-
that's the whole
Offer comes.
We have rooms in the washing line economy,
Beanie's
especially.
coming off. It's coming off.
But see,
That's what she said. What the hell is that a quote from?
I have no idea.
It's not bad.
it's a
but-
nice
Not
soundbite.
bad.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, I forgot what I was gonna
I
say.
don't
We're talking about, like liking your friend's EP and shit.
Oh, yeah,
shout out to Rubes in the washing line
No, but-
economy. And,
But see, that's why one of the reasons why I wanted to start this podcast, though.
Yeah.
The biggest reason is because it's like you said, it's like you could listen to an album or an EP, and you might even think they're from America or something,
Yeah.
or from
Yeah.
Europe, or who knows. But it turns out they're from Perth, and they're
Yeah.
making good quality music.
Ask
Yeah.
Lucky about the
They're-
band Shit.
There's a band called Shit.
Here it
It's
is.
it's a Russian man.
They're a Russian band. It's SSHS. 3 S's, 3 H's, 3 I's, 3 T's, and an exclamation point.
Yeah. What type
one
of
or
music
three?
do they make?
One exclamation point. So I discovered them through a Russian Duma playlist.
We were like, I was driving somewhere and he was like, check this out. And we started listening to weird like Russian metal and it came up and then he was like, this is good. And I hadn't really been listening. So then I started listening.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
It's
yeah.
tight.
Yeah, they're like probably one of my favorite bands right now.
No way.
So yeah.
But see, that's what I was saying though. Is like the issue that we've got in Australia is that it's overpopulated,
Yeah.
and we've just got all these people that want to try and express themselves musically or try and do
a
something
lot of
in
them
the
are shitty artists.
Everyone and their
Oh.
mom's trying to be a psychedelic rock band.
Yeah,
But
and
see,
the
I
thing is,
can-
I
That's
know,
so
like,
true.
like the only thing is, like, I know one good.
But see,
psych
I could
band.
say the same thing about
only
DJing
know
as
one.
well.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pink
'cause the
Floyd,
thing-
maybe.
Holographic.
Shout out to Holograph. Hey man, speaking of being a fan of their shit and being friends with them, I bought their EP a year
Yeah.
before I went to tape with them.
Yeah, so
Yeah, he told me that when we
Yeah,
were
And
at
I,
the
really
I
studio.
remember they were at
So
my
that's
house
like-
and I showed them this EP. They're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, so two of the people
Yeah.
that are in our class, like me and Damien's class and stuff, they have a band called Holographic Moon Society. And they're really
Yeah.
good. But yeah, it's really weird. Like, yeah, I mean, Damien invited them to his house for like a movie night and stuff. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I got your EP and it's like signed."
Yeah.
And they're like, "What?"
There's an artist there's a band member they kicked out 2 years ago, I think. He signed it as well.
Yeah.
By the way, Donny Gloyd.
Dongoloid.
Dongoloid.
Yeah, he's got a mean 4
Damien
inches. Lucky.
is-
Lucky. he's got
Only
a
his
mean
mother
4
can call
inches
him
to go.
Donny Gloyd.
Okay.
Hey, Donald Gloyd. Hey, I just want to say, best psychedelic rock band, Pink Floyd.
Hey, boy. Hey, man, that's real music. That's some real music. Yeah, man, this is real Pink Floyd shit.
My parents got married to that song actually.
Really?
That's
which
the song that you
which Pink
played?
Floyd song?
No, the song that he just played.
Oh, really? Get down, get up again.
Yeah,
Isn't that by Pinal?
Yes.
it's actually
Yeah.
Pronounced Pna.
Pinal?
It's actually the sound you're supposed to make when you put it in.
What is it, like P now?
Donny Gloyd. There's Donny Gloyd in this place.
Alright,
Gloyd.
Only his mother can call him Donny Gloyd.
Johnny Gloyd.
Only my mother calls me Donald.
So with the Calypso and the Sun Demons though, how soon do you reckon until more material is going to be out? Like, do you guys have a SoundCloud or anything like that?
I think
Or?
it's with this EP, we haven't even released it
We
I
yet.
haven't released it. It's currently being mixed.
But you have a
If-
Facebook page
If
and
you want to
everything,
see
right?
stuff that we've done,
Yes.
we recorded like these 2 live songs. So one of our songs, which is a little, a snippet, like an acoustic version of one of our songs,
Stripped down.
Yeah.
called Philophobia, which is one of the singles.
Yeah.
And then we did Private Eye by Alkaline Trio,
We're gonna do
Armageddon.
Armageddon, but
And then
we didn't learn it that
it was
well.
like,
so.
it was like 20 takes.
It was,
like
and
that.
it
We're
was
like,
so hot when we
Yeah.
recorded it.
It's
Really?
called the sweatshop demos because we were
By the end-
Sweatshop sessions.
Because it's
Set
just
session,
Lockie
yeah.
plays guitar and then I sing, and it is. We're
Yeah.
both so tired in it, and it's hot.
Yeah.
But if you want to hear something,
Yeah.
It didn't
Yeah.
turn out too bad.
Yeah, no.
Do you guys have any demos on your phones or anything like that? Or?
Yeah, we've got 'em all.
We got rough
Well,
mixes.
in
Not
that
rough
little
mixes.
group chat that we made on the Facebook, can you guys send that so that Mitch can pull up?
we have a
Yeah.
break. We can put like break music up.
Break what?
Yeah, let's have a
We don't
break.
do
man,
breaks,
you know?
man.
No, you don't have a break in a
Have a
2-hour
break.
podcast. What?
Okay.
I've
You
seen
wanna-
it.
Yeah, he said everything he needs to say.
Well,
Locky's
okay,
got everything he needs to say.
let's
Just
play
give
this
him some
game.
more
I don't know
shit.
where
Right.
my phone is. I can
There's
Riley's got a
more
game
shit
for
right
us.
now.
Wait, let's
I don't
play.
know where I put my
Oh, you
phone.
guys, you guys.
Let's play this game, right? So we'll show something, right?
Tap.
I'll show you
We'll
mine if you show
something
me.
that no one else has heard yet.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But you have to pick it based on the song
Sorry.
name.
Okay, we won't do it then.
So what did you say I have to do?
Okay, so you-
we'll give you some song names. You choose which one just based on the song name.
and then we'll play it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we include all the
Demos?
shit
Yeah.
ones? That
Yeah,
we,
we'll play one
do
for
it
one.
between, like, a
One
hand.
for one.
Okay.
No,
Like our testicles,
okay.
one of us
Right,
only.
Damn
send it
right.
to Mitch. Send all of them, all the links and URLs, and then we can play them through the sound system.
I said, while we're waiting for that, let me read this out.
Wait, yeah, what
This is
Don-
fucking music right here.
Wait,
Look
you
at that.
guys. What is Donny?
While
what-
while we're pulling in the links,
I've only got.
while we're putting up the links, this is fucking music right here. None of that pansy ass, dick tugging, smile for the camera bullshit. Men puke. Men poop in the studio. Men deliver their newborn baby in the studio. Fucking hardcore dick in the ass, butterball, foosball, fuck it, chuck it in, game time type shit.
Damn.
That's what Donny Gloyd wants in his goddamn music.
Normally I don't like dongoloids, but this fucking dongoloid I love it.
This guy.
Have you ever ever thought about applying for, like, doing commentary for sport?
I've done a little bit of that. I've done the commentaries.
Yeah, you should do the golf.
Damien, I just want to say you have a Damien,
should do
may I
golf.
just say you have a voice for radio.
Okay.
No,
Hey, man, I got the
voice.
face
It's
for
not a
radio
voice
as
for
well.
radio. He's got a voice for golf. I can hear that voice when someone tees off. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh,
this
yes.
motherfucker
Yeah.
just gotta fucking use his
Dick.
forearm.
Tiger Woods has just is doing a comeback,
Hey, what-
and I'm not talking about him coming on the back of the many prostitutes and porn stars he cheated on his gorgeous, sweetest wife on.
And we are demonetized.
Demonetized. Yeah.
Alex, wait.
Tiger Woods is taking this video down. The top of his head. Look at the top. Oh, look at the face. Look at the lips.
To bring it
This
back.
podcast has fucking fallen off the rails
bring
so
it-
quick.
Oh no no no!
Oh yeah, at least you're not getting attention
Alright.
really
It's
bad.
Dongoloid.
I'm so
Tell
happy
me
I
you
cracked
are,
open a
man.
bottle of wine.
Enjoy
Alright.
yourself. Get your wine up,
Yeah,
man.
alright.
Okay.
It's real music.
So we've got a song called Mr. Hypocrisy, Philophobia, or Seafoam Blues.
Oh, you forget.
Philophobia.
I know, but those are the ones
No,
I
wait,
feel
wait,
confident
wait,
about.
we gotta discuss
about
it.
philophobia though.
Piece of
Philophobia, Philophobia is the acoustic version is online.
Pardon, sorry?
The acoustic version for Philophobia is online.
I mean, people could already listen to it.
Should we play the
You
whole
have to
song?
pull the microphone closer to you as well.
Can we play the whole
Already
song?
listen to it.
Pardon, sorry?
Can we play the whole song?
Yeah.
Do we want to do that
Philophobia?
for Philophobia?
Is it on Spotify?
I can send you
Can
the link.
send the
to
Google
it.
Yeah,
Drive link.
send all the links to Mitch.
Do we want to do
Yeah.
Philophobia?
Alex, is
I
this
think I
close
said that
enough to the
like 4
mic?
times.
Yeah, that's
Also,
actually really
the mix
good.
we're gonna
That's actually
send
really
you
good,
is
man.
not the final mix because some of it's a bit louder. Because well,
Yeah, so
one of the
these
key
are
parts
these are
is-
technically still in the works, so we'll
Yeah.
see how this
Yeah,
sounds. But
like I think this one's like almost finished, like mixing
Well,
wise. I just gotta get the level.
Whilst
right,
you're
really.
sending the links, so you're at SAE,
Yeah.
right? And you're doing what at SAE as well?
I'm getting my bachelor's in animation.
And animation.
They
right?
do 3D and 2D. Do they do 2D
Yeah.
and 3D at
Yeah, so
SAE?
they let you pick.
Oh, they can let you pick.
Kind of.
Oh, I have a mate who wants to do
Don't make a mess.
2D animation. Do you recommend SAE for that?
Hell
Just in
no.
case, 'cause I've got
Oh shit! What do you recommend? Because there's no one else that does 2D animation in Perth.
Dude, okay, so here's the thing about SAE.
Yeah, let's shit on SAE.
Wait, do we want to play the song before I go shit
No,
on
no, no.
SAE?
Shit on SAE, so it'll be a nice
Okay.
little.
Here's the thing. Do you know how much money I pay to go to this school?
Awesome.
I'm about to have
Very
microphone close
expensive.
to your mouth. We got to hear this.
I'm about to have a real
gotta-
bitch about
yeah,
this.
we're gonna have a rant.
Gets
Oh,
rant
boys,
time.
This
Kiss
is
the
Riley's
microphone,
rant.
man.
Riley's rant.
Alright, so I
Just
pay
wanna say,
so much money to go to this school,
Reschedule
right?
Rant Nation.
Say
Rant
the
Nation.
amount. I'm really curious.
I don't know the actual. I can't remember the actual amount, but I'm
What
paying
approx-
I'm paying more than some people pay to go to
Say,
UWA.
this is
Really?
Riley's opinion. This is Riley's opinion. SAE, don't sue me.
Dude, honestly, come at me. But like, because I'll win, man. This school is. All right, here's the thing. So you do it in
Mike,
you do it in trimester.
no, move it so it's like.
So, yeah,
see
so
how
it's
it's
like-
on an angle.
There you
Like
go.
that, like that.
There you
Perfect.
go.
Look into
So the thing is, like, you know, we do it in like trimesters, right? So our year's broken up into 3 instead of 4.
Yeah.
The first trimester, right, was great. I learnt stuff. We had classes where they taught us. After that, you just make projects like you're in kindergarten. They're like, here's collages, glue it all together. So I've done like 5 tries since then of no learning. Just making the same, just a short film each time with no coaching. And then they won't let you graduate unless you get 80 hours an internship. When you sign up to go there, they promise you they'll get you an internship. I can't get a response back from the lady who does the internships. Like, she messages back like once every 6 emails. So I've just started interning, and I'm going to go to them and be like, I've done hours. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
And then
Wow.
literally everyone but me and another guy have deferred another trimester because they can't get their hours, which means they have to pay for a whole nother trimester because the school wouldn't respond to their
That is
email.
a scam and a half and all.
Honestly,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was going to
'Cause-
go to SAE for film.
I don't know
And
about. I'm
the
only
thing
doing
that-
animation. I don't know about the other programs, but
The thing-
specifically animation.
Because when we interviewed Ethan, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did sound
He was
production.
on
Yeah, and he did sound production there.
No,
It
no,
sounded
different, different Ethan.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, different Ethan. Okay.
Yeah, and it sounded really, really good.
Like,
No, it
the
worked
facility
out
is
well.
great. I made great friends. A lot of the lectures are really nice, but the way it's just run, you're not getting bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Well,
Go
it
to
probably-
tape.
probably-
Go to
That-
tape.
that's a
probably-
joke, though.
Yeah, the thing is, it probably like depend on the course, though.
True.
Yeah.
That's what I'm only doing
Yeah.
animation.
But see,
Yeah.
that's still like it's ridiculous
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's like that comes back down to the whole getting a degree thing as well. It's
For
like you know
sure.
if you got to go if you're doing a business degree and you're doing I don't know accounting or you're doing law or something like that and it's
Yeah.
required that you have to go and do an internship or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Even though you have to go and search for it yourself, it's still like they can surely they'd understand
Well,
at a university.
When I
He can't get the job as an intern. We'll help him out or we'll hook him up.
Well, part of the
Yeah.
promise when I was looking at schools to go to was they were like, we will set you up with like industry grade internships.
Yeah.
We have
That-
connections.
That's
Not
why I
a
wanted
single
to go.
person.
That's why I wanted to go to SAE.
Yeah, not a
'Cause they were
single
like,
person
hey,
I went to school with.
All these people get jobs after we go.
Not in
That's
Perth.
what-
I don't
that's
know
what I
about
got
over
told.
East.
But
or-
see, that's the whole big. That's
And
the
that was the thing with me, because like in Perth, you don't really have much of like
an
much of an
opportunity.
option with film.
Yeah.
You either have to like make it yourself, or like move to
But so
move
that-
over east, move to
That's
Hollywood.
exactly what I was just about to say. It's the whole thing where it's like if you go get a degree and you spend 4 years, will you get a job after it?
Yeah.
It's
I'm-
not
yeah.
promised anymore. In the
I'm-
80s and the 70s and the
100%.
90s and stuff like that, it's like spot on.
Even in the
because
2000s.
you go and study to do law in this specific area.
Yeah.
There aren't that many people doing law in that country town or this or that. You can get a job in it.
Yeah.
But it's like what's happening with lawyers now. It's all commission based. Unfortunately, it's like you can go and study 5 years, go get your law doctorate and this and that and blah, 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 and become a lawyer. But if you're not good at winning cases, well, then you don't make any money,
Yeah.
which is a joke. And it's like I've got a friend who's
Need to
actually
know.
gone and done his accounting degree, and now he's going back to UWA to do his masters in cybersecurity and IT development and stuff like
Dude,
that, just to try and get a job.
what's wild is like, I've already decided. I haven't even finished my degree. I'm like, I'm not even gonna try to be in the animation industry. Like, I'm gonna go and get my teaching degree after.
Yeah, nice, good.
Well, yeah, my
Teaching's
parents are
great.
teachers. I love being. I work with kids on the I work at Bounce on the weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
So like kids, that's. I'm
Do you
not-
work at Bounce on the weekend?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
it's pretty tight.
Yeah. Do you get to go and bounce on trampolines?
Yeah, I
and
get
stuff?
free bounce. If you guys want to bounce, we can all go bounce.
shit.
Yeah.
Right
No,
now.
I'm not even kidding. Yes, please.
Yeah, man.
I actually.
I went.
Podcast
Hey,
over.
boys trip.
Yeah.
Honestly,
We're
do we
sponsored
want-
by
ready?
Bounce.
Hey, if anyone's listening, right, we'll find a way to do a contest. I'll give you a bounce free pass.
Holy shit,
I'm going
boys!
to bounce now.
Boys, that's the that's the first.
But I can suss that. Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty awesome though is that I used to be a gymnast, so
Yeah, man.
Really?
I bet the
love-
ladies love that.
I love trampolines. That's all I can say. Like
Can
my
you do like a
number
double,
one.
how many backflips? Can you do a double?
How many
I
backflips?
have done 13 backflips in a row, but it's like backflip, bounce,
Yeah.
backflip, bounce.
I can do a front flip and land on my back.
I've
The most
done
intimidating
7
thing I've
bounce-
ever heard is
7 front
Damien
flips
go,
in
how
a
many
row."
backflips you can do?
How many backflips can you do, Rob?
Yeah, how many backflips, man?
Stop knocking the table.
Yeah, what are you
Play
doing?
the sound, Jamie.
So, with SAE then, so
Yeah.
that's how you can compare SAE. It's
Thanks,
just like
Jamie.
Well,
you're not getting your bang for your buck.
If
basically.
I was paying less, it might be fine. But
Yeah.
I'm paying so much money,
Yeah,
dude.
it's
Yeah.
it's
I'd pay less
ridiculous.
to go to TAFE and do the same
So
thing.
This is
here's what I'm
ridiculous.
saying. I've learned more about music in the industry doing it by myself with my friends for
Yeah.
free
Yeah.
than I have paying thousands upon thousands of
But
dollars.
see, that's another thing as well I've been looking into, where some people say that in the next 20 years there's going to be a collapse of the education system in first world countries. And the only reason why I say that is because it's like, you can go and study to be a lawyer, right? But then you can also just go and go and sign up for a library, read through journal articles, not journal articles, but like, you can teach it yourself how to do it.
We're all
in a
self-taught
way.
musicians, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly.
oh,
I mean, maybe not for like law and accounting.
No,
I
but-
take that back. But like doing
Yeah.
things such as like marketing.
If you're
Yeah.
dedicated enough, you can learn anything,
That's
especially
it.
with the internet. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
learned to play guitar before guitar tabs were on the internet all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I've only had like 3 drum lessons in my whole life.
yeah, man.
But see, it's a similar thing. It's like with Mitch. Like, what do you study again? Yell it.
I have a diploma of film and television.
Mitch.
Oh fuck. I have a diploma of film and television.
Well, you're not doing it. You're not utilizing it correctly right now with that microphone.
But see, that's the thing though. To get a diploma in film and television, though,
I
right?
apologize. I love you, James.
To go and get a diploma in film and television, it's like you technically do need to study that though, because if you do study that, then you get a teacher's perspective and the education for
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But like with me with marketing, I did 2.5 years of business degree and I dropped out because I partied too much. And then
And now you're a DJ. You
And
make money partying.
that's it. Like I'm a DJ and that's a full-time job.
I mean, that's fine.
But then
You're a professional
I'm
DJ.
potentially taking over a business
be right.
in Fremantle soon. And I'm going to be taking over their social media and their online advertising, their marketing.
Right.
But it's because since I did all that at my uncle's pub, the Flying Scotsman, I can actually show my portfolio to them and then try and get in that way to be able to get my foot in the door.
I don't know who Beth is, but she really wants to go to Bounce.
Yeah, I bet is our number one fan.
Guess
It's
what?
shut the best.
You're going to bed.
Shout out to
You're
Beth.
going to Bounce.
I am in the camera.
I'll suss it. I'll get us some passes to hand out.
A number one
That'd be
fan,
amazing.
the number one
Yeah.
pass to bounce. How about that?
You should also see if we can get sponsored by them.
But they won't give you money, but
No, not money or anything. Just to put their logo on.
I can ask.
Yeah, and to give us free passes. to give us
And to give us free passes. Dude, yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like, that's the thing, right? Is like, my dad, right, has been teaching for 20 plus years and had to go back to school this year to get more teaching degrees,
Yeah.
despite 20 years of experience running schools as a principal. Like,
Yeah.
the whole thing is,
It's a joke.
it's cooked.
Yeah, like I
And
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think one of the lecturers at TAFE actually had to do that, and we actually got a different lecturer. But I kind of like the lecturer we kind of got anyway.
Yeah,
but
he's a
I-
good guy.
Yeah, the thing is, the guy that was supposed to get like his teaching license ran out this year, like his thing, so he had to fucking
Yeah, it's insane.
redo.
But that's what I'm getting at, though. It's like in the next 20 years, who knows what's going to happen to the education system? But it's like universities. I googled it a long time ago when I was at Curtin University. But if you're like the vice chancellor, like the top of the top at Curtin University,
Yeah.
you make like $392,000 a year. But obviously, that's making the big
Yeah,
decisions
but
and doing that.
It's looking after about what? How many students go to Curtin?
Exactly, yeah.
Thousands?
That's
Tens of
exactly.
thousands.
You're looking after the whole entire place. But imagine making $400K a year.
That's
kind
true.
of thing. But then you have a friend like my friend who goes and get an accounting degree. And he's supposed to start off on at least $80K a year being an accountant. Hopefully, maybe
Right.
maybe $70K. Can't even get a job. 2 years in, can't get a job at night.
The amount of people, right, that I know that have finished uni or about to finish uni and have no idea how they're going to get a job in whatever field is terrifying, which is why I feel good about being a musician.
Yeah.
Because I'm no worse off than someone who spent 6 years getting their master's degree in something that doesn't matter.
Well, see, that's why I feel
No
like
offense to people that are
I'm
doing
so
that.
lucky.
You got it.
Because
I believe in you.
when I first moved to Perth, I thought it was all about networking and socializing. I wasn't that interested in study.
And you're right, man. It
Yeah,
is.
and then I
very
networked
true.
and socialized and just tried to work out how I'm going to be where I am right now.
When I
Where
did my diploma in film, the main thing was networking. That's what they would do because they'd
Yeah.
go, hey, you can you can do work experience here or there.
Boys,
Yeah.
the important thing to remember is we live in a society.
Yeah.
We live in a society.
What do you get when you get a society?
David Walker,
I'm gonna stand up and
thank
shoot
you
Alex.
for bringing.
I was like,
I just
hey,
wanna
I'm
thank you
tired
for
of your jokes, Riley. Sorry.
I just want to thank David
Dun-dun.
Walker for bringing this important issue up.
Don't eat all the
Like how
salsa,
with the
alright?
rice.
Save some
Dude.
for me.
Dude, I got like sinus blockage.
You gotta pay for that.
I'll punch you in the nose.
I've had one chip of salsa.
Yeah, actually, the salsa was probably.
Yeah, there you go. The lid goes
That's so
back.
funny. The salsa was the most expensive thing.
It
we
was.
bought
It
at
was.
the shop.
Really?
Yeah, it was like $6.
Yeah. No, you gotta pay.
Dude,
No, it's your salsa now.
I didn't pay anything.
I have one chip out of
I'll
that.
chip in for it, and I'll give you $3.
We're fighting over salsa.
do we want to play the song too?
Yeah,
Oh, fine.
let's get back to
Hey,
that.
there's one quick rundown. Fuck SAE. Listen to Calypso and the Sunday Evenings. Let's do it.
Yeah. Sponsored
Hey,
by
DJ,
Calypso and the
spin that
Sunday.
shit.
Are these gonna go off or we should? Do we just?
No,
shut
no, no,
up?
no. We just talk over them.
Okay.
It's
the-
fine.
our
So
volume goes
this
down.
song,
This is our
what
director's
It's
commentary.
called
What-
philophobia.
philophobia
Yeah. So this is about a girl.
about a girl,
That
Whoa.
Yeah.
about a
This is
girl and a
philophobia.
place
This
and a
isn't about a
thing
girl.
and a dog.
It's about a girl that you know.
Okay, and the beach as well, and a
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's beaches in this
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
bitches.
Let's
Gotta be
decipher
the
it. I wonder if I can
beachy
figure out who
Yeah.
this
Let's
is.
just listen because I want to hear it. Yeah.
Okay, you guys, are you
Alright.
ready?
DJ, spin that shit.
I'm all about your skills on the thing, man.
I love this. Like I really love that soundboard so much.
Good soundboard.
That's so good. Turn it up.
I'll have
Yeah.
to boost it a little bit.
No sound effects.
Yeah.
Actually, put that in there. That was the soundboard.
It's pretty cool.
Thanks, man.
So did you say it's not mastered yet?
Well, it's not,
or-
well, it's not mastered. It's not even finished being mixed yet, and there's still some editing and stuff I need to go through. Because, yeah, some of the shouting seems to be
So which song was that?
philophobia.
Philophobia. That was nice. Like, I reckon after it's mastered and stuff, that will sound
Yeah,
beautiful.
like-
Thanks, man.
That would
Yeah.
sound really nice.
Thanks,
and your
dude.
voice does complement it quite
Thank
well.
you. I will.
think
I'm
it's
not
a
a
two-
confident singer at all.
No,
Yeah,
it
harmony
sounds
is right
good.
there.
Thanks,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, the thing is, the harmony between these two are like, it's fucking, like, yeah. It just
Got
it
some
matches really well.
Beatlesque shit.
I want to have
Yeah.
sex.
So,
Yeah, you
as
can
what
have
Ethan
sex to
said-
this, Ethan. Come on over.
If you power it up, if you power Calypso and the Sun Demon, you have to have sex with it legally.
You have to.
Yeah, can you
Yeah.
actually upload a torrent so I can download it?
I exclusively have sex to my own music. No.
That's from
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start.
But
New
when
Year's
you
resolution.
when you release the EP, though, upload a torrent.
Yeah.
I'll be that guy.
Yeah. I'll give you the torrent, bro.
On the Pirate Bay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Dude, we release our albums on the Pirate Bay.
Hell yeah.
that's tight. We should do that.
No,
Do
no,
it Napster.
Not
Bring
even
back
that.
Napster.
You should do what Soldier Boy did. Did you guys hear what Soulja Boy did? How he got big?
LimeWire, wasn't it? Yeah, he would tag LimeWire stuff.
No, he didn't tag. So he'd
You know how
upload.
Soulja Boy got big? He made video game consoles.
No. So Soulja Boy actually got big, right? Because when he uploaded Cranked At, he'd call it things like "In the End, Linkin Park."
Yeah.
So
my
people
God,
download it,
that's
think it's
so
Linkin Park,
Fuck, let's do that.
and then they actually get. Yeah, that's what I mean. Just go Ariana Grande
I did that with a.
Nah, that's
until you get sued.
What's that band? They're a punk band. Yeah, that's actually their name. Let me Google.
Dad?
I tried downloading one of their albums, and I'm not gonna finish now.
Pull the mic closer to you anyway.
That's like Lucky having sex, and then a girl makes a noise, and he's like, you know what, I'm not gonna finish.
That just
Just
happened.
pulls out and white knuckles it till it goes down. Yeah, so you're not making any money off of this episode.
All right. So what's another song we can pull up as well?
Do I do
City
another?
Phone Blues.
Yeah.
Seafoam Blues?
Yeah, that's what
Yep,
I'm playing.
Damo's
saxophone.
good.
Against Me, that's the name.
So that's the one you play the sax on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
Oh, I'm
wasn't
keen to
against
hear
me,
that.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link for the next one.
Which one we doing?
Damo wants to hear Seafoam Blues.
See if that's got the sax in it.
That's
Well,
the
here's the
that's the
Josh
ska
said,
song.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hey, I'm gonna eat.
Pass the salsa as well.
Fuck, we got
Dude, the salsa, man, it's
Fuck,
I've
Alex, got
legit
some
had-
dead air.
I've
Got some
just-
dead air. Feel the dead air, bro.
Yeah, that's it. I've only had 4 dumplings today, so I'm pretty hungry and tipsy as shit.
me too.
Can we get some
Oh, there's
Uber
no
Eats over
charger.
here?
Sorry, it's like almost fucking.
some
Hey,
It's
Alex.
like on like. It's like.
What? Get some Uber Eats.
Just kidding. I hate Uber Eats. It's so expensive.
It is,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I like
Can we bring the nuts over here, please?
No, I'm paying for them.
Dude, just chuck a couple over here. I'll catch them, man. Dude, don't bang the table, man.
Alex, do we have any more solo?
Solo? Yeah, I've got another one. Damo, you want to get another solo?
Uh,
So which song are we playing now?
People are
So this is
Seafoam Blues. This is
See-
the one that Riley originally wrote.
This
as
is the
a
ska
reggae.
song.
So
Well,
I-
originally it was written as a reggae song.
Yeah, so I wrote this about a girl, a different girl.
A different
I
girl.
write about a lot of girls.
Oh.
No,
No, this
I've
guy.
written about one girl a lot and then one girl once in that other song. And it was more, thank you.
Mr.
So-
Player
No,
over
no,
here.
No,
Yeah.
let me
That's
clarify
not
because the
Riley
girl
the
I'm currently saying
Playboy.
potentially like this. So the song, all the songs that I've written on this are about one girl, except one song which I wrote to get over something. Now I'm good. This is about a girl that I was dating, then I wasn't dating, now I am dating again. So it's
Yeah.
weird because
It's a very
she's heard it.
sweet
It's also about the beach.
I sing about the
I've heard
beach a
it's a
lot.
very
I spent a
sweet
lot of
girl.
time with this girl at the beach.
Yeah.
This is a special girl. Let's get.
we know.
You've met her, yeah.
Shout out to the girl that he's talking about.
I could say
Shout
her.
out to
No. Her name's Tash.
Shout out to Tash.
Shout out to Tash.
Yeah.
You've met Tash.
All right,
yeah.
you guys ready?
Yeah.
So this
Shout out to
is
Cat Dennis.
Seafoam Blues.
Sea Farm Blues.
Sea foam.
Sea Farm
Like
Blues.
sea foam.
Seaphone Blues.
It's a.
Can't stop thinking about you. Don't know what I can do. Please just leave my mind. Get lost at the beach where I retrace my steps to where we meet. Can I picture you again? Getting lost with my best friend. Can't seem to wash this away. I've got the seafoam blues.
But this one's still being mixed.
Don't know what I
Yeah, this one's
can
less done than the other one.
do. I'm just a daydream away. Try to pretend that I'm okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we got skank.
I can't stop thinking about you. I don't know what I can do.
David, feed me. Feed me.
Can't seem to wash this away. I'm just a daydream away.
Can they hear us?
At the
Yeah.
beach where I retrace my
Hey,
steps
gone.
where we meet.
Now, I fucking hate your fucking band with Calypso the Sun Demons. Fucking awful. Yeah. Dude, I got like this thing on my dick. I don't know what it is. Check that.
growth?
Man, God, so many times, man.
Then you got a growth? What you did?
Oh, these are my testicles.
Wait, when this stops,
Gross times
remind me to tell a joke when this stops.
Where's he like pay women to get stuck in the mouth, man?
All of the songs. I don't. Yeah. You think my phone's about to die, so someone else will say.
My phone's like 3%.
We might be out of luck, boys. Let me see what else we can do.
Well, my phone's charging right now. But like, we'll play some more later. Because my phone's charging currently.
So we're back now.
How
So,
does it feel to be real or Mr. Hypocrisy? What do you want? What do you want?
Mr. Hypocrisy.
I like Mr.
Yeah.
Bob. That's a good show.
Well, yeah.
Mr. Hypocrisy is kind of. You talk about it. It's your song.
Yeah, what is
Should
that?
I?
Look, shut the fuck up. No one's.
Oh, wait, well,
Damien?
this one starts off with Lachlan saying, "Shut up, Riley."
Yeah.
Is this
it
the
does.
one where I say really obscene things in the background?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It is.
Listen out, because I say some pretty inappropriate business.
There's a lot of studio chatter in this, and it's a
Yeah,
fun
there's
song.
like too much. There's like.
But so backstory to this song, we're tracking another song that I scrapped. Or I think was it 2 songs?
Oh, there's like 3 songs
Yeah.
to strap, man.
There
is like
3
songs.
I was tracking a couple songs at to TAFE, and had to put the guitars and all that back in the you right there, Alex? Get away from the mic. Say ASMR. So yeah, and we needed the security guard to come open the storeroom for us. So I
Oh, yeah, you were telling me.
So I walked out and I was like, Mr. Security.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I really like that. So I got a guitar. There was a guitar, an acoustic guitar. What are they saying?
Kiss Damo on the cheek. That's what.
I should kiss him on the forehead.
Yeah, Riley wants to say.
That's biblical.
Donnie Goy.
Did you get
Donnie
on the
Goy.
camera?
So yeah,
Thank you.
picked up a guitar, strummed out some chords,
Yeah,
came
no,
up with
you were
it.
like, hey, what do you think about this, Mr.
But then I'm not gonna sing about a security guard. So
Why
I
not?
just-
Dude, what the fuck?
Hey, shout out to my boys. Shout out to my boys Ian Heckox and Anthony Padilla. Smosh.
Shout out to the Pokemon theme song they uploaded on Newgrounds.
Yeah.
They were 8.
Shout out to Food Battle episode 20.
Actually, wait, legit shout out though. Can we shout out Frank, the security guard that
Dude, he is
inspired?
Shout out
such
to
a
Frank.
funny guy. I love him.
Shout out to Frank.
What
Good
a
guy.
Chad, man.
Was he the security guard at that point?
I don't think he
No,
was,
he
but he
wasn't.
is
He
the
was- not-
security
not
guard
at that
He
now.
is the security guard. He is my favorite security
He's
guard.
fucking tight, man.
That other guy
How
who
tight?
knows Jason.
Like,
Pinky fingers
he's
on.
tight as well.
What the fuck? He's
The one
that
you
tight?
Good man.
The one you call
He's
the
a
one-
good
Jason
yeah, the one
Mullen.
David
Jason
called a
Mullen.
pedophile.
Yeah, so
Couldn't
here's the
fit 2
thing.
fingers in there, just the pinky.
Wait. Let me tell you something. Sorry, can I tell a story?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
By the
I'm
way-
about to pull my pants.
By the
down
way,
and, whip
guys,
out my
we're still
privates.
sponsored by Haps Winery, and I've almost finished a whole bottle
know
of
what,
wine.
you know
Hey, this is, hey man, he's
Not
got
to
the whole
myself.
bottle
Give me a
himself. Yeah, it's good shit, man.
Drink from the bottle.
Drink it from the bottle.
It's actually really good. It's really nice.
drink from the bottle, straight from the
So,
from the tit of the Virgin
On the
Mary.
back of it, it's actually the reason why it's called Pale Gold is because of J.R.R. Tolkien or something.
Yeah, shout
The name is inspired
something
by
else smart or
J.R.R.
something.
Tolkien's reference to pale enchanted gold to be discovered.
See, told ya.
in
It's Lord of the
dungeons
Rings. That's
deep
why I
in
bought it.
caverns old.
That's how you. That's how you buy good piss, bro.
That's exactly it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wait, can I talk about the security guard?
Make sure he's on the camera.
Alright, so first
Can I
security
try
guard.
this?
So yeah, it's a security guard.
Wait,
we
just
had
he's got to have a swig of the
We're
wine.
gonna have a
first.
swig. We need to get a sponsorship.
Ooh, I just got a bit on my lip.
A little
It's
bit.
pretty-
Just
pretty-
wait until you get to
It's really
taste the
nice.
full bit of the bar of gold.
Ooh, that's interesting.
It's
not
interesting.
bad.
You grow accustomed to it.
So
I
I'm
think.
not a big fan of wine.
Yeah.
That's not bad though,
Not a
right?
big fan of wine, but that's not
Josh,
bad.
do you want to have a little
You
bit?
gotta grow into. You gotta grow
I
into
don't
wine.
drink
You know.
wine.
Yeah, it's
Last-
all good.
Yeah.
Damien knows the last time what happened when
Oh,
I.
I think
yeah,
it's mainly
that's fine.
because I've only like really had cheap wine. So
Can we
Yeah.
can we play that video of Damien vomiting into a bush?
Yeah.
Please, can we?
Who has that?
I have.
Let's
it.
embarrass
Yeah.
my co-host.
All right. Are we bringing up Mr. Hypocrisy?
No, no, no.
good. It's all good.
Yeah,
I
my
sent it
phone
to
is
you.
charging, that's the problem.
All right. All right, fine. But
Riley, did you send it, Riley?
I sent it through.
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah, it's insane.
and then
Send the link.
All right, and then
Send
afterwards,
the
I would send the start the story about what happened.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
The security guard.
guard.
Yeah. Well, this
Who
is
isn't
what-
Frank?
This is
Where
what
we
we had before Frank.
Yeah, no, the security guard before Frank.
Which we only had for like 2 weeks. He was like there for 2 weeks.
He's a good dude though. But all right, so outside TAFE,
Well, no,
I went to
so-
a bar with my friend, and when we were there, I went outside because my mate was hanging outside, and I bumped into this guy I'd never met. So naturally, I said to him, "Hey, you a pedophile? Be hanging out with these guys?" And he said, "No." I said, "All right, good job, man." And then I went back in. And then 2 days later, he was the new security guard. And then I was working late, and this guy comes in. We're talking to each other. We noticed, and we're like, "Hey, you look familiar." I was like, "You look familiar too." And then it dawned on us, "Oh yeah, there's a guy accused of being pedophile outside a bar once."
What?
Actually, the thing is, it was like 2
Now
days.
he's a security
It was
guard.
2 days before though. Like he,
Yeah.
like yeah.
They did 2 days.
But how can you apply to be a security guard if
No, he's not.
The people he hangs
Damien
out
is
with.
trying to
Jason Moore.
Damien's like,
David
"Are you a
Walker has just
pedophile?"
blown
Ah.
the whistle on Dongloid. It turns out Dongloid is actually Frank.
Holy shit. We salute you.
Who's
And
Frank?
Frank's the security guard.
Oh, he's security guard.
Salute to the
Not
leader.
that, that's
Also,
not him.
also,
I was
just
about
wanna-
to say,
I
we're
just wanna
bagging
read
out the security guard and he's
Dongloid.
watching.
We're
We're not
dropping
bagging
my
him
new
out.
album
Actually, no,
soon.
he
Sucking Frank has never molested a child in his
You want
life.
to say really funny though?
Frank has never molested a child in his life.
Yeah, no.
I want to say it right now.
Frank's cool. No, but Frank did watch the
Law
Frank
and
did
Order.
watch the podcast one time. 'Cause I was watching it,
No shit.
and yeah, I was watching it to make fun of Damien, really. But
Yeah.
like,
Good.
Hey,
like the
Damien.
one time I kept calling.
Your haircut
Damien.
looks stupid. I'm kidding. It looks
Always
nice.
got to make fun of Damo.
Oh yeah.
Very, very
Well, we-
handsome.
we love
Beatles,
him,
yes.
though.
Beatles.
Thank you,
Make
man.
fun of
Like
him.
Paul McCartney.
Thank you. I gotta get a cut because I got my brother's
McCartney's
wedding. I'm
singing
growing it
it.
out because I'm getting that legit young Stalin look. You know, the whole
The
pompadour.
Hitler Youth look.
Did you say young Stalin?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought you said young Stalin. I was like, damn, are you
young
already
Stalin
young
was
Stalin?
young. Yeah,
So
young
wait,
Stalin was
shouldn't he have
Stalin.
said
Maybe,
young
you may be
Stalin, not young
22, but you're
Stalin?
still
But
young
Stalin was
Stalin.
Stalin. Hey, dude, pull up. Hey, Mitchell, can you just quickly pull up a photo
Stop
of?
calling him Jesse.
Here we go. This
Jamie.
is definitely the RN
Jamie.
podcast now.
Yo,
Can we
Calling
please
Jesse,
pull
his name
pull
is
up
J-
Joseph
J-
Stalin?
young.
Young Joseph Stalin.
Hey, when we play our
For
song,
this
can you
guy.
just have a photo of Riley Reid up?
Yeah.
Can you actually? I just
Yeah.
want to look at her.
Look at that guy.
just want to look at
He's
her.
fucking, dude, he's fucking. Look at that. Look at that 45-degree angle, man.
Dude, like,
Fuck.
Dude fucks, man.
So my
I don't
my
like how- I don't
co-host
like
is
how
trying
that
to
guy looks
aspire
like
to look
Damien.
like this guy.
Yeah, it looks exactly like. Dude, I got my hair cut. Someone said you look exactly like young Stalin.
My
You should cut your
co-host
hair
is
like
look-
Osama
I
bin
don't like
Laden.
this.
yeah, do that.
Dude,
Don't-
Osama bin Laden had.
grow a
Dude, he
beard
was
as
like
well.
6'5". This guy was like 6'7".
I-
And he had a PhD.
I highly think that's. I don't think that's the most prominent thing about that man.
So
is his
Osama bin
PhD.
Laden had a PhD. He was 6'7".
Yeah.
Oh, and he
hated-
caused 9/11.
Yeah, he hated.
Dude,
And he did that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I
building
forgot about
that
that.
guy.
Yeah, man, he like so.
It's like a tower.
Man, it was just him dunking on.
All right, let's play the song.
All right, so yeah,
Dunking
Mr.
on all the-
Hey, enough of our hypocrisies. Let's play Mr. Hypocrisy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Hypocrisy
Stop
by
being so
Calypso and his son.
hypocritical.
All right. Next one.
Yeah.
I was a lot talking before the song.
Having too much fun, boys. Who is? Hey, who is having fun?
I'm having fun.
I'm having fun.
Fuck you. All right, everyone, put their hands up.
Dude, you're missing the song, man.
Yeah.
We should put the PS1.
Yeah.
But the hand just started. Wait.
No, he's pulled it back.
Oh yeah. I'm really
Nice
to
job.
say that next. Here we go.
Yeah, me too. I want to have to show my mom.
Mr. Hypocrisy, tell me what the hell you see. Is it Miss Jealousy? Maybe is it you or me? 'Cause I know it's either one of them, or maybe what you saw was just another way to
Let's get a picture of Riley Reid.
Hey, can we pull up a picture of Riley Reid?
Jamie, keep up with
No, This is me, guitar solo.
Riley on the guitar right here. Straight into the mixer as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Hell yeah. Go ahead a second. No, go. Yeah.
It's getting close.
Hell yeah. Hell
She
yeah.
kind of looks like Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick. Oh,
I saw you just the other day outside the record shop. I know it's something you won't say, 'cause you love me now.
I'm running out of time.
See, Ethan agrees. This is a fucking banger.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Jealousy and hypocrisy. What are your children up to now? Won't you please tell me? Is it something they might regret? And is it likely they'll forget that love is such an easy thing to upset?
So that was live.
No.
I was about to say, it's like, that was live. That's fucking sick. Like,
all the talking is like recorded separately.
Wait.
what?
really?
I thought you were saying in the room. I thought I had schizophrenia.
You're just talking to people, talking to the wall.
That's
Very
me
well.
That's like me shouting at the end. Like if you like listen real closely, I'm fucking.
See, I agree with David though. It fucking bangs.
I don't know who says it, but someone says that's a Simpsons reference.
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah.
What was that to?
Fish
Oh, Fish with Human Tea?
No,
No, that's
not a human. That's
That's
just
the voice of Jake the
Beth's got your approval as well.
Hell yeah.
See, told you guys, it's banger.
Beth, if
Fucking
you'd like
banger,
to,
mate.
if you'd like to find us online, Calypso
Not
the
bad.
Subnames on Facebook.
all right.
Where's me kebab? Not bad.
Alright, next
So
question.
let me
Well, let's
toss
take
out
the
a,
Lancer down.
let me toss out an idea for you, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna put out.
Throw
This,
me your idea, bro.
let me tell you my idea, all right?
You
Good
show me-
idea.
You throw me your idea, then I throw you my idea.
And then I'll throw you something else. So we're gonna put this EP out. I live down by a unknown beach. We're gonna leave it there because we might not do it at my house.
Undisclosed location.
I want to find out where this beach is.
All right, we're gonna. But so
You know how
in my
much beach
backyard,
is in-
right? We've got a
you know
pool
how-
and a spa, and then space to set up an acoustic stage. So what we might do is have like, because the whole album's relatively beach themed, is have like this beach EP launch at my place with a
That could
bunch
be
of
cool.
piss, and then we'll play the whole EP acoustic. It's only like a couple songs.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Mr. Dolomite at all? Have you ever watched that?
No, but I've seen the Eddie Murphy
yeah.
thing that's coming out.
Oh, I've.
No, that's it. It's on Netflix,
yeah,
right?
My name is Dolomite.
Yeah, my name is Dolomite. You should definitely watch
Alright.
that because he recorded his singles and stuff as a live thing.
Oh really?
So then with that, it's like that took off because it's like people are clapping and enjoying in the background.
Yeah.
But you should record it all,
Yeah.
and then also
yeah.
do a live version of it as well, maybe.
Well,
That might be
yeah.
like a special edition type thing, or like
Yeah, it'll
like
be choice.
we'll
Bonus
probably will
tracks.
try and record it. Like it might.
It might be hard. but-
yeah, like it's not gonna be hard. It's just gonna be like getting a good quality.
That's what I
recording
mean,
out of
yeah.
it. Like I know ways we can.
It could be cool though, because then you could
Yeah.
partner like a live version with the actual EP.
Yeah.
We want to press vinyl, I think.
That'd be
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
Dun dun.
But it's,
You're like a limited fan club person.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
like
Hell
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Our fan club is in this room.
Ooh.
How long
So,
have we
yeah.
been streaming for?
One hour and 20 minutes.
An hour and 18
Hey Alex,
minutes.
how do you feel
Oh,
about tune, mate? What do you say about tunes?
You're a
Mate.
fucking tune. I choose you.
Shut the fuck up, Mitchell.
That's what you need.
He's got bra moment.
Why you being a dickhead for? Being a dickhead.
I'm done.
I'm enjoying
So
all of
angry.
these.
Yeah, that's fucking. What's
You
his
gotta
name?
learn your
What's his
place.
face? Who was it? What was it? That English twat. What's her name? Fucking ask for Danny G. Get that
Come down, come down to Birmingham.
I'm for Danny G.
Oh, his hair's down now.
Yeah, man, I'm getting loose.
So,
Hey guys, shout out to Dragon Ball Z.
hey,
Then
can you
chill.
spill a peanut on my floor?
Sorry, yeah.
I think you fucking spilled a peanut on my
the
floor.
Damien
fuck,
just nut
Damien?
on the floor.
He just nutted on my floor.
Hang out.
On my synthetic grass.
Damien, it's still November. What the fuck?
So,
No.
what else have
Not
you guys
doing
got
that.
coming up then? So how often do you guys spend time in the studio and stuff like that?
We got
Like-
Christmas coming up.
At least twice a week.
Yeah,
Black
but,
Friday this
but
week.
I know we've got Christmas coming up.
Black Friday this Friday.
No, because that's after Billie Eilish turns 18, alright?
We
We're
record
celebrating that more than Christmas.
we record weekly, and we're constantly writing. Like I wrote a song 2 days
Yeah.
ago.
I wrote a song
How
this
long-
weekend and I started recording.
We
today.
each song on the on the EP was recorded in one day.
mostly.
Oh, really?
Like some,
Aside
like,
from
obviously
overdubs.
We got some
But
overdubs,
yeah-
mostly just vocal stuff.
Yeah,
a bit of
vocal stuff.
keyboards.
Yeah, but,
But like overall, everything was done in one day each song.
Yeah,
That's pretty
like
good
the
though,
basic,
like-
the back.
But then,
line.
like, is that how long it would usually take you guys to be able to record?
Most bands
something?
take a couple days to do
Yeah.
a song.
Yeah.
Our turnaround is really quick.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
'Cause
because
it-
like I know how to work the studio really well.
Our shorthand's really good.
Yeah.
Shorthand. What do you mean
So,
by
like, a lot
that?
of- a lot
The
of
way we
time-
communicate in the studio non-verbally.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you just know that.
We just
yeah.
we kind of figured it out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty good.
A lot
Yeah,
of
it's
time,
tight.
like setting up microphones and all that. Some bands like take days to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
So
what
we
was
just-
hard with Trouser Snakes. We spent a lot of time setting
Yeah,
up.
sometimes that'd be like an hour.
So
Set
we had
up.
to, because we did it live and whatnot. Hey, what's up, Cassie?
That's a nice pussy.
Come over here.
Cassie.
This motherfucker who sits next to me, he's been my mate for a while now. He's just called my cat fucking Cassie.
Cassie, you know
That's
Sunday
how-
is.
Come over here,
Sassy,
you fat
man.
fuck.
That's what it is. Sassy.
Who's a fat fuck? You're a fat fuck.
Oh, Lordy.
Huh?
Cassie,
Come
how'd
here.
you lose your virginity?
Probably with Tilly.
Probably. Come on. So
Yeah,
it usually takes like a day or two then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
obviously,
not
yeah,
too
but
bad
like-
because I mean a lot of artists like DJs and producers and stuff. It takes like 3 days a
Yeah.
week.
I don't.
I feel like a lot of it's like we know like all like how we. all
He's
work,
presenting
really.
himself to you, Riley.
I don't understand. So here's the thing, right, about it is like everyone's trying to strive for this like perfect sounding thing, right? But like it gets to a point where you've polished it so much it's not genuine anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you gotta like make it, but then also if you could polish it forever, you know what I mean? Like you just gotta make that call.
You can't polish a turd, man.
No, that's
Dude,
exactly
very
it.
true.
You just got to
I mean,
have
actually,
gold to start off with.
There's a
Sit.
Mythbusters episode where they get
Good.
They
they
try
get
to polish
shit.
it.
And they
Really?
polish it with water, yeah. Because there's this like ancient thing where like they'd get dirt and they'd like get water, like put it into a ball and then just polish it with water. And it would like actually turn into a ball and be shiny and glossy.
But see, that's like
And
when you
they
get
did it-
diamond, you get coal, and you turn a black thing
But
and
they,
No,
they
that's
did it.
not
They did
diamond,
it
that's
with
mineral.
They did it with
Yeah, mineral,
with
yeah.
animal
Fecal matter.
feces.
So it doesn't work. You gotta use human
It does
shit.
work.
Oh, what?
And they because you can measure glossiness, you can measure shine.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was like, yeah. So
So
you can polish a turd, but
Yeah.
not in the metaphorical sense.
In a literal
Okay.
sense. But you
Literal
can't
sense,
metaphorically
you
do
can.
it, no.
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you call them when you jizz on toast?
Yeah, sassy, yeah,
No,
Carl
I
Pearl
do.
Jam.
Is that the
I think
joke you were
Sassy
waiting
has something to
for?
say.
No, that's not the joke I was waiting for.
Oh, what was the joke you were
I
waiting
remember
for?
now.
I know what it is.
No, it wasn't though.
Oh, okay. That one is that
Alex,
one
do you,
that-
Alex, do you know the difference between a hooker and a 10-year-old boy?
What's the difference between a hooker and a
You
10-year-old
tell me you
boy?
don't know
That's
the difference.
fucked up, dude.
No, for fuck's
You're
sake.
fucked.
That's
we had,
really
we had
bad.
that one planned. We had
Yeah,
that
that
Yeah,
There's
you-
another one I wanted
Just
to
trying to trip me up.
Murder.
That's not the one I was thinking of before though.
Hey, you know General hey, Riley, you're American. You know about General Custer? You know General Custer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what his no. He so there was a person he as he died they were able to transpose his final thoughts and able to paint it. And his wife comes in and she sees a painting of a cow with a halo on top of its head and these Native Americans fucking. And the thing
Where
is,
this going?
and she goes, "Is that actually his final thoughts?" And the painter goes, "Yeah." His final thoughts were, "Holy fucking holy cow! That's a lot of fucking Indians."
God damn it.
God.
That was from The Sopranos, season 3.
Tell me about the gabagool.
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 The gabagool is what you get when you. I don't know what is gabagool.
Tell me about the
Hey,
gabagoolinator.
Jamie, can you Google gabagool?
Hey, tell me about the gabagoolinator.
Oh, yeah, we got a gabagoolinator. See, it's an old family. It's an old family contraption. My grandfather built it, and his grandmother would use it on her. Grandmother would use it on her every day.
What is wrong with this generation?
This is a joke that only me and Damien get.
Yeah,
What the fuck is
Oh,
this?
really?
In our DM.
it's in the DM.
One time, Damien,
that's
I
it.
was in the car with Damien and he drove over a median strip.
Yeah, I was like, what the yeah, it's
So you yelled America.
Hey, get it over here. Gabagool, hey, get that over here.
Man.
I was that's
What? Play that again.
Oh yeah.
Over here.
Yeah. That's Steve Van Zandt saying that too.
Over here. Gabagool. Yeah,
I love
over
Steve Van
here.
Zandt throughout that whole series.
What the fuck? It's just they've always got duck lips.
Yeah, that Steve Van Zandt's always got.
Stevie Van Sant?
Steve Van Zandt is in yeah.
Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, he's a major part of
Man, okay, I gotta just say, for Australians, it's not as big of a deal. But man, Bruce Springsteen,
He's huge.
he's a god among men. I've seen him live. Fuck. Damien was at that concert.
well, yeah.
Bruce
I didn't know you-
Springsteen,
Me
he's a
neither.
boss.
That's
He
all
is
They
the
call
the
it-
boss.
he's the boss.
He's the
The
boss,
mouse.
man.
He is
a
Bruce.
bass.
The Bruce. Yeah, Bruce. At first I thought everyone was
Sweet,
booing
because
him.
Bruce is like an Australian name.
Yeah.
It's not like an Australian.
Bruce
It's an
Cameron.
English
It's a
name.
typical.
It's
like,
Anglo-Saxon. It's
Hey,
what?
g'day,
Yeah,
Bruce.
I would say it's
I don't know anyone
Anglo-Saxon.
named Angela.
Yeah, like that. So, have you got? I'm a boss ass bitch.
Can you do zoom-ins on the webcam when you do that shit?
Yeah.
Just like zoom-ins on the webcam.
So, when do you guys reckon you're gonna have material out? Like next year, I guess.
Well,
we're
we've picked. We're not gonna say them because if we don't stick to them, we look like idiots.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not
But
fucking cowards.
we've picked dates internally that we can talk about off air.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't know
it's
what you're gonna
It's looking
release
like
yet.
mid-December, early Jan.
Yeah.
But that's for an EP, or is that an album, or
No, the
Singles.
just EP?
singles.
Oh, yeah,
Might-
singles,
maybe
yeah.
the EP.
Maybe the
But we
EP.
want to start gigging first before we drop.
Yeah,
the
because
EP.
at the moment we technically haven't done any live
We
shows
auditioned
yet.
a drummer today.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because
Did it turn out well?
Yeah.
it was alright. He's a quiet dude.
Yeah.
I made a
But-
joke about porn, and he.
I
kinda
was quiet when I first met Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We jammed some Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in there for like 5 minutes and
Well, here's a question for you guys: if you guys could play individually or as a band or wherever, like, the number one place you could play in Perth, where would it be?
Fuck, I don't know too many places in
We
Perth.
played the big.
I mean,
we
like
all
you've-
played the big names, besides like the really big.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah, like
indie-
Amplifier
indie-
and
we played
Sewing
all, like,
Room
the
and.
good indie.
Have you guys done Badlands Bar yet?
No, we've done Sewing Room, Mojos, all that
you
stuff.
did the bird.
I've done.
I done-
No.
No, that was us. That was
Yeah, that was John Zealous, me and
I
Damien's on the
kept
band.
forgetting which one it was.
We played.
And I played the Aardvark as
We
well
played
with
amps.
Damien.
Trouser Snakes played amps, which was cool. That green room is tight.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, no,
amplifier.
I remember- I
yeah, how
remember-
cool is it, right? With
That's
all the
fucking-
writing on
yeah.
the wall
I,
and
remember,
everything.
I remember going down there and writing some.
They gave us
shit.
so much free piss, and none of us drank.
Yeah, so I remember.
Not even that though. It's like the toilet doesn't work and everything.
Yeah,
it's got that
it's hell
band
punk
room.
rock.
Yeah.
Didn't someone take a shit in it?
I don't know.
I didn't take a shit. I pissed in there.
Someone clogged the toilet.
I pissed in
I
it.
did
And
that.
I tried to.
That's my job.
It's always clogged though. It's always been clogged. Like
Yeah,
that band room has always been
yeah,
falling apart.
yeah.
I got
had to
tiny
shield
bladder
all-
syndrome,
well,
so I'm gonna.
I know, I
I'm
know.
gonna
Yeah,
take a
again,
leak.
drum.
Wait, what?
Feeling like I shitting you.
I got tiny bladder syndrome, so I'm gonna take.
This guy has tiny bladder syndrome. I've drank basically a whole bottle of wine to myself.
I pissed before you.
I took a piss before.
Hey man,
You got
it's
a
like what your
tiny
mum
bladder
says.
system.
You always make a tinkle before you go on a big trip. And then I pissed in the back seat.
Oh, stinky.
I cut my penis on the lid of the can.
Yeah, what was that from?
That's from The Office.
Yeah, no, but there was like
Wait, is that on
This
that's
is
The Office.
Yeah, the English one?
No.
The American one.
The American one. They're like driving to a different branch, and they're driving, and then Dwight has to pee, and he's like, "I cut the head of my penis on the lid," and
No.
he's pissing into a can.
yeah. I remember there's like there's a movie where that happened, and he like cut and he cuts it, and he's like, oh god, now they keep getting cans to try and.
All I can say
the
though
blood
is the
dripping out.
American Office is so funny.
It's so
It's
good.
my
I've never seen the
favorite
English one.
TV.
But it's so
Yeah,
good.
because
I'm
I've got
with you.
seasons 1 to 7 at the moment.
Yeah.
9 seasons, so I don't
What
have
do
the
you
last
like to
2.
watch?
But
What do you like to
the
watch,
whole thing is the
Yeah.
funniest thing I have seen all year.
I
It's
know
really-
what you
had
like.
Had you not seen it before?
Never seen it
No,
before.
it's great.
Yeah.
So
Ladies.
funny.
Got
And
it.
Sean Carroll,
You like-
he's just such a comedian.
Steve Carroll?
Steve Carroll,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Such a
Cabrera.
comedian.
Yeah.
We should definitely watch the
Sean
Blu-ray
Carroll.
one day.
All right.
We should do it.
So we haven't got Mitch's, not Mitch's. We haven't got Lockie's perspective on TAFE yet. We've got your perspective on
Yeah.
SAE.
Fuck
SAEs. Yeah, on that. Yeah.
Oh, hashtag.
Where
fuck
have you
SAE.
studied, Josh?
Well,
With me.
I went. Thing is, I went straight from high school to TAFE. Because I'm only like 19.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Really? You're only 19?
Yeah.
I thought you were like 20, 21 or something.
Nah.
Nah,
Like-
man.
Oh, by the way,
That's
you
what
said
happens
you got
when
the
you
best hair,
stop making
man.
me say that on air.
What? No, say
No,
it.
I can't.
No, you
I'll
can.
tell you after. I really cannot say
You
it.
can't?
Just personally, I can't say it on air.
Someone's going to come and catch you for it.
Yes.
10 years down the track, this guy
No.
said something he shouldn't
No,
have
this is
said.
immediately. He's gonna get a message like on his phone while we're sitting here talking. Oh, you need to pee? But yeah, I think I went. Yeah, I studied college. I was like, yeah.
So, where's everyone going?
Riley
We're
needs some weed.
okay. You go pee. All right. Lockie, sit the fuck down. All right, well, Josh, continue. Now it's just it's two-man podcast at the moment.
Yeah. So basically,
Can you make sure that they're getting their overalls done as well on camera? Continue.
Yeah. So when I was in high school and stuff,
Two-man job.
part of the thing was a cert free in music. Was part of the course.
Yeah.
And so when I got that and stuff, I kind of like I was like about to finish high school, and one of my friends, he was like, "Oh, I want to apply for this like sound production course," and I was like, "Oh, I want to do it too." And I kind of like botched up the fucking application, and I thought I was like, "Oh, I know I want to get in." And then early last year, it's like, "Oh, you got in." So yeah, so basically, I'm doing what. So basically, I did last year was diploma of sound production, same as Damien, and what Lachlan's doing now. Well, that was alright. Like, I feel like last year was a bit weird for me, just because I was like, I knew like one guy, and like he was in like a different stream than I was.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't fucking know anyone. You know?
Yeah, and then
It can be like that. I mean, when I was at
Yeah.
TAFE doing a diploma of electrical engineering, I didn't know a single soul in there. And when I first started doing it, I was like, I'm 25, and everyone here is 18. Like, I am so old. I don't want to mingle with all these people and stuff like that. But then it's just like eventually I ended up meeting a guy called Chris, and good mates with him now.
oh shit, that's how you met Chris.
Yeah, that's how I met Chris Waits. And like with that, it's like eventually socialize.
Waits.
Who's taking my car keys?
I'm gonna try to open up the top of this.
That looks really fucked from
Yeah,
my
he's
perspective.
just-
I
Can
don't.
you playing with yourself?
Oh!
You get this on
So I
camera.
got bored.
Yeah, that sounded really great in the microphone.
Hell yeah.
You done
Yeah, I'm
fiddling
done.
around? Can we get
Yeah,
back to the podcast?
Anyway,
Yes, podcast.
yeah, and the
So-
thing is, I kind of met Damien only because really, I think the stream I was in ended up only having like by the end of the
Five.
by the end of like the first semester, there was like 5 people left, including me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Same.
originally it was like a class of 20. And like it ended up like 5, and so they had to break off the stream Damien was in into two groups, just basically to put my stream summers up.
Because ours was like 5. Ours was 5 as well,
Well,
and
yours
ours
I think
joined-
was a slightly bit more.
it was like
because
7. It wasn't a lot.
because-
A lot of people
because
dropped out.
Because it got split.
Yeah, it
two
did.
different ones, and because I kind of, and the thing is, at first I didn't really talk to Damien, and the only reason I actually got it like talking to Damien and shit was because we're into like really weird movies.
Yeah,
and shit.
he had the Metal Man. Is it Nikion? What's his name? What's that movie again? The Metal Man.
Oh, Tetsu the Iron Man,
Tetsu the Iron Man. Sorry.
which is a fucking weird ass chapter.
So that's how you managed to meet everyone here is through Damo.
Yeah, basically through Damien, and
Yeah.
And the thing is, I met a lot of people through TAFE and stuff, like, after that, because I kind of knew, like, Kento.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of knew him because Connor was, like, really good friends with him, because, like, he'd met him through TAFE.
Yeah.
And then, and this year I've, like, branched out a lot, because I think I only met, like, I think I met Ben at the start of this year.
Yeah, my brother, right?
Yeah, I think I met him because Damien did a movie night.
Yeah.
Like,
And then that's how you met him. And
Yeah, because I think one of the first things I remember finding out about him is he's gluten intolerant, you know.
Yeah.
Because he was like,
Have you ever seen your brother drink kombucha?
No,
Yeah, he loves that shit.
Alright, so we're walking out of the shops, right? This motherfucker buys kombucha, and we're walking. All of a sudden, he just starts burping, like a lot. He's like, and then all this foam starts coming out of his mouth,
You're like, he gagged.
like hard. He was like, but he didn't vomit. It was just foam, like a lot of foam.
Of kombucha.
Yeah.
fuck?
And then we were like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And he's like, I'm fine. And now, whenever I see him, he purposely drinks kombucha, and it happens every time.
No shit. Isn't it really good for you?
Apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
No.
I like it because it's a carbonated drink, but it doesn't have much
Yeah.
sugar in it.
Yeah.
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 But let's get back to the music though.
Oh,
Yeah,
fire, yeah.
and and then this year I'm doing advanced diploma, which is like it's weird because technically like Calypso and Sunday they're like the fucking 5th band I've worked with, really.
Yeah,
Because at the
true.
start of this year I was working with a band called Mirrors at the Arcade, and it kind of went downhill really fast. Like,
And
I
like,
did
yeah.
like 3 sessions with them.
That's
The
a
first-
dope name, though.
Yeah, no, I think it's like the guy I knew from, he's alright. It's problem is, like, the first session they got me to do, they kind of used me to record like vocals for something else. I was like, oh great. And then I ended up recording like part of the song. I was like, and the thing is, at the time, I didn't really know how to use some of the like. I know how to use all the studios now. By the time I was like, I don't really know how to use it.
Yeah,
and
but
the thing is,
that's how you learn,
The thing
though.
is, it was worse because the guy had done the course like the year before,
Yeah.
and so he kind of like he was a bit of a fucking cunt, honestly.
Bit of a condescending.
Yeah, and then like I did like 2 more sessions with him, and then I lost like one of the sessions we did like completely disappeared. And so
Well, you just disappeared from the classroom.
no, like the session I was working on,
The
like
file.
yeah, the file like was just
See, I've found that happening sometimes as well. So, like my FL
Yeah,
Studio
like-
FL Studio projects and stuff like
yeah.
corruption of hard drives can happen, and
Yeah,
same
and
thing
the
with my
thing is-
music collection as well.
Yeah, and I kind of like I was like, oh, and then
Yeah.
I kind of ghosted him.
Because like it's really silly to say, but it's like, you know, when people say, "Oh, you should defragment your hard drives," you really should.
Yeah.
Because I had 24,000 songs, right? I think I got 24,300 now, right? But at one stage, it's like I'm trying to look for specific songs I can't find. I'm like, I bought this song. I know I've got it. Where
You
is
say
it?
bought like you didn't pirate it.
I bought it.
What?
I bought it. I have bought a lot of
You
music.
legally bought it.
You can,
Legally.
Wait, you can buy.
Don't
stuff.
fucking look at me like that. I have
Wait.
bought music.
Oh yeah,
I buy my music, okay?
Yeah, you can buy it for like Bandcamp and like I think there's like
Don't touch my fucking
third-party
glasses
websites where you
or
can
I'll
actually
fucking
like
kill
buy
ya.
it like legally.
Yeah.
How good is Prince?
That was sweet, didn't it? Make you look like
gotta
an
say-
No,
African
I've
princess.
I've legally bought like one of the greatest singles, like a digital like thing for it.
How
so
good?
you can
How good
buy
is
it.
Oasis? I'm gonna start singing Oasis now.
How are you now? Yeah. How like our very first podcast.
Yeah.
So-
We'll get flagged and we'll get. Well, we're not on YouTube, but you'll be the cause why we don't get. Well, we've already sworn heaps of times. You're the fault. We don't make money off this podcast
Because
because
of
of
you.
you.
Singing Oasis.
Yeah, for singing, even mentioning Oasis.
Give me coffee and TV
2 deck. No.
easily. That's not.
That's
see,
Blur.
There's a joke there.
So, we've heard about your SAE, right? And we've heard about TAFE now as
Yeah.
well. So, Lockie, how do you find TAFE? Tell me what got you into TAFE. Tell me about all that shit.
See, as I said, I did a
Film.
diploma in film last year.
Yeah? How did you find how they taught you? Did you think they taught you the right material, the right
It was alright.
curriculum?
It was alright.
You learned what you thought you paid for?
Yeah, I didn't have like high expectations to be honest.
Don't chew with your mouth open. Why are you taking my
His
glasses?
dongolo wants
So,
me
yeah.
to take him.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So
I feel naked.
That's some bullshit.
and so yeah,
They're dirty, aren't they?
I had
Yeah,
a
like whore. So as you were saying, Lockie, sorry.
I had a
He can
lecturer.
hear you now. He's got his glasses
called
back on.
Brendan Humphreys. He's the lead singer in a band called the Kill Devil Hills, and he was one of my lecturers for film and television. And he knew I was like in a band, all that. He was really supportive of all that stuff. He was like, "Hey, you should do the diploma of sound production next year." So I did that, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. And it happened like Damien.
Yeah, I knew Damien before this year before I
Did
did TAFE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Oh, that security guard.
And yeah, I was doing like an outside broadcast, which is like where, you know, a truck comes in, it's got like a vision switch. Stuff.
Yeah.
And they had the cameras in, and
Yeah.
for it was a performance week thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
didn't even know that, but I think Damien was in an edit suite.
Yeah, I was.
Like the same day I was there.
yeah.
Like I was sending videos to the group chat.
Yeah, and yeah, you send me a video of the performance week. It's like,
Yeah.
where are you? Where are you, man?
Yeah, it was crazy.
So
And
crazy.
another weird thing with that with Damien, like being, like, weirdly connected through TAFE, is that we also did
We did a
short
movie.
film. We
Yeah,
did a
short
short film.
What,
I did-
together?
No,
Oh.
no, I couldn't
I-
do it because of TAFE, but
He was gonna be
extra.
an extra, and I was gonna do.
Oh,
I did sound mixing in the movie, and I did the sound editing. But I was in class one day, and they had a list of extras, and I walked up and I looked, and I was like, Damien Coletta.
Extra.
Isn't that his name? And I sent him a picture of it, and I was like, this is you, right? And it was like, yeah.
Extra.
So,
Extra.
Damien is so extra.
Oh, Damien is an extra.
Extra.
Because I knew Steven. Shout out to Steven Stapleton also.
So did he make him play as a tree or what?
Nah, we got Ben instead.
The
Oh,
best
yeah.
thing though
He's
is
dressed up as a
because
goth,
of Damo's height, they can pay him child rates.
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, if you laid it on the ground, you could also go like carpet or
Yeah.
something aesthetically part of the scene.
As we said to Kim,
He
it's
could
like,
be the coat rack.
I said, Kim, you look like a real Santa Claus. You can just pay him more Santa to be a doppelganger. And Ryder says, hey, you could be the elf. It's like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, we lost a lot of viewers talking about Santa Claus.
Yeah, no, what the fuck? Fuck Santa Claus. He's not real, right?
Yeah, fuck Santa Claus. Get him back in there.
Oh, we got extra views.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Fuck Santa Claus. Oh, goddamn.
Can't.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you're
No, that
lucky.
word's not allowed.
That word's not allowed in this house.
Yeah.
Not in this
C
house.
word, we're Australian.
I just want to say,
Oh.
yesterday.
I'll say some work.
I just want to say, yesterday I bought Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban on Xbox.
You bought that on
Yes.
Xbox.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I bought it yesterday for $6. It's gonna be here next Wednesday.
Hell yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
bought it on
fucking-
eBay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can buy some weird shit on eBay.
And
you can.
I'm gonna play the
You
shit out of
definitely
that game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy every minute of it because
Yeah.
that is the best Harry Potter game.
So, in music terms, are you going to download the soundtrack?
Actually,
Oh, what are you
I'm
gonna do
pretty
with it?
sure the guy who did the soundtrack for that is the same guy who did the soundtrack for the Elder Scrolls games,
Oh, damn.
Jeremy Soule.
So,
He was
definitely
like-
download it.
He is considered the Hans Zimmer of video game soundtracks.
Soundtrack to my favorite game, Guild Wars.
Oh really?
Hey, Guild Wars.
He,
Oh,
Jeremy
shit.
Soule, he is a fucking genius. I love
The
that.
soundtrack for Guild Wars.
Is he? I thought he was alive. I
Jamie,
follow
pull
him on
that up.
I follow him on Instagram.
Alright, let's pull that up.
I
Does
have
did
so
this
much
dude
power
die?
when I do that. When I say
Did he
that.
die? We have.
Did
We're
he
going
die?
to pull up the
Soundtrack,
answers.
Peaceful Waters. Can you bring that up? Can you bring up Peaceful Waters
No,
by?
he's live.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Can you bring up Peaceful Waters by from the Morrowind soundtrack? Just play like the first like 10 seconds.
Can we just pull up 4 hours of the Civ 5 soundtrack and play that?
Bring the Simlish versions.
like-
You know, like how they have
What
like
about the Sim soundtrack?
no. You know how they bring in they get bands to do, not that one. That's like a compilation.
Alright, play it in the background whilst we discuss.
You
Yeah.
need Peaceful
So Riley,
Waters.
get off your phone. What are you doing?
I'm talking to a lady.
Oh, you're talking to a lady,
Say
huh?
stop
I'm talking to a lady.
texting.
You talking to her about music though? Because we got 30 minutes left. I'm pretty sure. Then we're
Yeah,
over.
about 30
Oh,
minutes.
The
we're
oldest
playing-
kind of music. No,
What was I gonna say?
actually, I am talking to her about music.
Oh,
That's really funny.
what type of music?
She's doing karaoke.
She's doing karaoke right now.
Yeah, Northbridge at Utopia.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to you.
Utopia, as in like the place that
Yeah, if you
sells
go to the
tea?
bubble tea place, the one in Northbridge
Who's
next to
this?
the sex shop, and where Connections is.
Oh yeah.
I love that those are my 2 point of references.
So they do karaoke at a bubble tea shop.
Yeah, man. I walked in there once.
Fucking let's go.
Can we go
Dude,
tonight?
I actually
Let's turn it up.
I am so drunk.
Is it open?
Probably not.
I can drive.
Dude, listen
you
to
can
this.
drive, yeah,
Listen
maybe.
to this.
This is
Jamie's
cool.
got his
I got my Volvo too. I got the
This is
14.
amazing shit.
This is pretty
Saying
good.
there's a fucking.
I don't know if you're trolling me or what.
No, I fucking.
This
legit-
game came out like 20 years ago.
I'm legit. They removed this from Spotify. I'm so fucking.
He's literally talked to me about switching to Apple Music just because I have this.
I might do it.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
I might do it. How can I support someone who doesn't support Jeremy Soule? You know.
Yeah.
Isn't that what do you think
Oblivion
about that, Mitchell?
soundtrack's better. Hands
I
down.
mean, they're
Sorry.
very like those. That
Alright,
one and
can we compare the Oblivion soundtrack?
dude, there's an Oblivion song which is, there's like a direct comparison.
please, can you look at the
I'm gonna
Oblivion
bring it up for you. I'm gonna tell you which one it is. I've got 1% of battery left.
He's not enjoying himself right now.
Harvest Dawn.
Yeah,
No, keep
please-
it playing.
Soundtrack,
Keep it
get
fucking
up
playing.
Harvest Dawn.
Yeah, whilst you look it up, new tab. Please, Jamie. I'm
I'll
a
tab
bowl
that
of
shit.
wine down. I'm a bit tipsy.
Actually,
alright?
Lockie and Riley, another question. What's your favorite skateboard move to pull off?
What's your favorite sex position?
Yeah. Skateboard move and sex
as
position.
Damo would
Yeah, I
say.
just want answers.
Can you
for-
do both? What's your favorite skateboard move to
Favorite
pull off
sex
while
position
doing
is
sex?
As Damo would
the
say.
dark slide.
Oh, the dark slide. Yeah,
Yeah.
but dude, do you know how hard one of those things are to pull off though?
I watched a video about it today.
Yeah, but do you think you can pull it off ever?
Well, like the
skateboard
sex move
trick?
or the skateboard.
I
trick?
don't think there's a sex move
Yeah,
called
there
the
is
dark
no, I
slide.
definitely. I can't even fucking kickflip.
I mean, there is definitely a sex move called the Cleveland
I've
Steamer.
I've
but
varial kickflipped twice.
Are we talking about? Are we just talking about my favorite trick or the favorite trick that I can do?
So-
Both. No.
so you can do a
both.
Cleveland Steamer?
Wayne can do it.
Maybe I don't know.
You know,
wish I
you
could
know
do
what
one of those.
Alaskan pipeline is? Alaskan pipeline's where you shit in a plastic bag and then you mold the shit to like a stick shape and then you freeze it and then you use it as a dildo.
Yeah, I know that one.
Pull it up.
Jamie, pull that up.
He's not
Definitely the
impressed. He's
18 and
not
over.
impressed.
If you are If you are under the age of 21, do not tune into this podcast.
We've been demonetized.
Wait a minute.
So we're gonna bring up. We're gonna bring up.
I'm under the age of 21.
But this is Australia, alright? This is worldwide.
You guys need to leave now.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring up Harvest Dawn from the Oblivion soundtrack.
What has Damien to say about
Oh yeah. Damo, what would you say about Skin Game?
Oh yeah. Hands up, who's got skin game? Were you there?
Hey, you still got your beanie?
Hey, were you there with James? Do you remember James at TAFE class? I was bullying this. Were you there, Lockie? You were there, weren't you? I was like
Right.
bullying James about if he was skin game or not. He had no idea how to
I
reply.
legit
should
think
have
I have.
called
I
Al
think
Guy.
I have
Yeah, Al
a
Guy.
record called Skin Game.
There we go. Here we go. Crank this.
Hey, Lockie, you remember Al Guy?
I have several albums by a band called Skin Game on vinyl.
Wait,
Look
it's-
at his face.
I legit.
Skin game.
Do you want to
It's
see
skin
it? Do you
game.
want to
That
see
was it's skin game.
it? There's not a picture of my penis.
I was gonna say, is this a picture? But Lockie, remember Al Guy?
In the background.
Lockie.
Dude,
The guy looks like an owl. He's really annoying.
dude, can you pull up Harvest Dawn from the Oblivion soundtrack?
I don't know if we can do that.
Shit, it's skin game.
It is Skin Game.
After this, we might be able to do that. So whilst we listen to the Oblivion soundtrack,
We're not
Right.
gonna get demonetized for this.
No.
we're already
We're already
demonetized.
way
It
out
doesn't even matter.
You don't even
Yeah.
get. You don't even get.
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
even get
doesn't
monetized.
matter.
I don't even think
Actually,
you get
just like funny.
monetization.
What the fuck?
Actually, just actually really funny. In one of the songs, Riley says,
Oh,
Oh really?
yeah, it's,
You
like,
get-
it's very
you're gonna make-
Stop saying it. God,
That won't.
7 times.
That won't. You know, you can't put that.
Damien.
You know, you're not
Hey,
going to become
YouTube
popular
now.
over that song. You swore.
Well, no, you can't hear.
Swearing's
it's
bad.
It's ad-libbed at the beginning of a.
It is against the Christian belief. Okay, you're not allowed to swear.
That's across
upside down.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't matter.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
It's upside down.
young Jamie, pull up the cross of St. Paul. That's literally the cross of St. Paul.
This
Yeah, but
one's
it's
upside
upside
down.
fucking
Yeah,
down.
the cross of
though.
St. Paul is upside down.
I don't know who's
Because he was
Paul.
crucified upside down. He was the apostle.
Why does
No,
everyone
That's
talk?
actually true.
Why does everyone talk about Jesus if this guy was crucified too?
You were crucified.
That's my favorite sex position.
What about the motherfuckers
Holy
in Fallout
shit!
New
This
Vegas who
motherfucker
get
right next
Yeah,
to me
man,
got
hey, bro.
crucified.
What are they? Was it NCR troopers who get
What?
crucified? Or?
Yeah,
Wait.
NCR troopers, yeah.
How
You
much
wanna
did
hear
you
a
used
true
to
ass
weigh?
story?
Wait, just wait. So
About
you,
crucifixion?
Yes.
wait, were you like Cartman though? So Cartman in South Park got
Yeah.
crucified, right?
Yeah, he dropped all the way.
Yeah, he was like 150 kilos. He got down to 90 kilos. 3 days they took him down because his body started eating his fat.
90 kilos.
Wait, let's
I'm not
feel
even
that.
close.
let's feel
Bro,
that
that's
fat.
legit double my. That's almost double my weight.
So you
Dude,
got
I'm
crucified
60
though
kilos.
on the
So I'm
cross.
60 kilos as well, man. I got crucified,
85
man. Like,
motherfucker right
it
here.
could be 2 hours.
All right.
Wow, man. Oh, you got your big
I don't
boy.
know if we
fine.
should upload this.
You got some big bones.
69.
It's too late. It's up.
You want to hear a true story?
Fuck,
about
it's
crucifixion?
live?
As long as it's not racist, I don't care.
It's not racist.
Whoa, we're live?
It's a childhood story.
Wait, we're live.
We're live?
We're doing it live.
No, I was enjoying the Oblivion
Hey.
sound cut.
Did you want to hear?
All right, Jamie. Sorry, guys. Jamie
We got
wasn't
some
liking
smooth
the
acid
music.
jazz.
All right, hear this story though. This is a
Alright,
true
here's a
ass
story.
story from my childhood.
Riley's got a story for
So
us.
when I was a kid, right, I went to this Christian school. I would have been about like 5, and my mom picks me up from school, and I'm just crying hard out, man, like sobbing, and she's like, "What's
Did the
wrong?"
priest get to you?
No, Jesus, we are demonetized, boys.
Hey, this is Christian, not a Catholic.
So I'm crying. I'm
Okay?
crying.
You got
right?
the wrong. You got the wrong religion.
And my mom picks me up. And she's like, "What's the matter?" And I dead asked my mother, "Am I gonna get crucified like Jesus?"
Oh, jeez.
Kids are too young, man.
Yeah.
That's
They don't
exactly it.
understand.
Influences
It's
them.
like that's legitimately a torture symbol, but people wear the normal cross.
Yeah, no, I wear this upside down for a different reason.
But can you mount it normally, or is
No, I bought it. It's specifically upside down.
So that's pretty cool.
Would you like me to tell you why, though? It might piss
you-
off viewers.
Hey,
Why?
can you please
Here's
look
my
the cross
theory,
of St.
right?
Paul?
Wait. Look at the cross of St. Paul.
Yeah, just look up the cross of St. Paul.
Here's my
Sorry.
theory, and I mean this no offense to anyone who is religious, because I wear it for not against religion. I wear it against the church specifically, because some people are religious, right? Because they're worried they're gonna go to hell, so they try to be good people through it, right? But if you're so worried you're gonna
So
go
it's
to
Peter,
hell
St. Peter.
that you're gonna support something that has rampant pedophilia,
Wait, what?
yo, I
Catholic
put some
Church,
thought
dude.
into
St.
this,
Peter.
bro.
So you're gonna?
No.
you're not-
So
you're not supporting pedophilia.
So I'm wearing an upside down cross is like rebellion against the fact that selfishly people don't want to go to hell, so they support something that has rampant pedophilia. So I would rather.
To
No.
an
So I'm saying I would
extent.
rather I would rather in theory go to hell if it exists, than support something that has rampant pedophilia.
Yeah, I mean,
But
like,
they're going to hell though. The
So look,
pedophiles are
look.
going
no,
to
that's what
hell.
I'm saying. But people still feel the need to support. But
Look.
it's a personal choice. I'm not judging anybody
so
else.
look, the way I have to. Oh, God damn it.
It's
Okay.
across the same.
I
Peter.
literally googled upside down cross on a necklace.
It's across the same Peter because
Okay,
he
so
was
look.
crucified
Across
up.
the weird
Look,
infinity.
okay, so look, right.
Because he was
Now
crucified upside
we're
down.
playing cards, right? I see where you're coming from, but what
Yeah.
I raise you though, right?
Go on.
Is that the whole idea of religion is that back in the day,
Do not
right?
pull up Stephen Fry. This guy's the most Reddit motherfucker ever. And isn't his boyfriend,
I'm
isn't his
curious,
husband like
me and
30
Alex have
years
an
younger than
actual
him?
conversation.
Yeah,
Alright,
you know
alright.
what the weird thing with
We're
his,
not gonna
with
play
his
that.
husband
Alright.
is that he was the host of a kids show that I used to watch.
Wow.
What?
Roller Coaster
wait,
TV.
wait,
Pirate Life?
That shit was
That's funny.
Raise me thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, can we look up
Wait, hold
how
on.
old?
Hello, guys. I'm
sorry.
trying to
No judgment though.
see. Mitch has got the right here. Shut the fuck up. All right.
This is my podcast.
Can you by any chance, are you able to pull up the Jack Black soundboard as well? And when it says like stick, I want you to get 6-piece nuggets. I want you to stick 2 of them up my ass. Can you please play that? Okay. So, the way I look at religion, right, and like you know how you've got your upside down cross and stuff like that. Back
Yeah.
in the day, in the 90s, 80s, 70s, the whole entire time that religion has been around, I do to an extent like. I believe that it's a set of morals that you should live your life to.
Sure.
So, but then when the birth of the internet, it's kind of thrown all.
Can you give me just 4 nuggets?
Yep. Next part.
Me 4 chicken McNuggets.
Yeah. Next part.
Hard fucking?
No, not that. Next part. So like, stick 2 of them up your ass.
Give me
Keep going.
Can you give me just 4 nuggets?
That's all they've got.
No,
I
you're
think
getting
I
the wrong
have
one.
it.
Go on Newgrounds, all right?
I don't think
So-
I have it.
Nah, I'm officially saying too hard. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Fuck that shit.
you
Okay,
can
so
have some, like,
the way I look at
shit on
religion and everything like that, I mean, like,
Right.
yes, like you can follow religion, you can do your thing right, and the way I really, really do look at it, it's like it's a group of beliefs of what is right and what is wrong. Even though like there are a lot of fucked up things in the Bible, there's a lot of fucked
I've
up
read.
things.
Well, before people come at me, I've read the Bible cover to cover.
Really?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of fucked up things in everything, though.
Yeah.
Anything literature, anything that is historically Russia is built on massacring and fucking killing people and
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah, I
that.
know.
Every
But then-
nation's built on genocide.
I think it's
Every nation
Is
is
built on
basically built on genocide.
Every
because-
nation.
I think the thing is that
War
people
makes
take,
money.
The Roman Empire.
People take the Bible literally.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not supposed
wrong.
To, it's not supposed to be
Well,
taken
not
literally. I think the
every-
problem
but
is
not
people.
Can I be that
That's
guy?
literally wrong.
Yeah, wait,
No.
Mitch, be that
You
guy.
can't
This
be
is
that
Reddit,
Reddit.
Reddit r slash
shut up.
Mitch is gonna be that guy, but I haven't finished my point.
Because I'm not trying to have. I'm curious. Like,
No,
I'm
just so
constructively
I want to
trying.
finish off what I've got to say, right? I want to finish off what I got to say, and then pass it to Mitch, and then we'll pass the little hockey stick, like
And
talking
then we're
stick
going back
around.
to the music.
Yeah. Well, we've only got 9 minutes left anyway.
No, because I'm genuinely
Yeah.
interested. Because
So-
I like talking about this.
So the thing is, right,
Fast.
is that with
Yeah.
religion and everything, like you can follow it, you can do this and do that, but it's, I really believe it's a set of morals and beliefs. And if you know what is right and what is wrong
Yeah.
within today's society, like you live in Australia, so we live in a first world country where if you kill someone on the side of the street, it is frowned upon. Then that's the kind of thing that is a moral where it's like, you learn what is right and what is wrong.
Yeah.
But you go and live in places like South Africa where they've got barbed wire and razor wire fences and people will just come onto your land and kill you for your land.
Yeah.
They don't care.
It's insane.
You go to South America and if you've got white shoes on, they'll kill you for your white shoes.
Well, I know, like, I say this from the perspective of a child who grew up in multiple different continents and multiple different eras
yeah.
around multiple different religions. My point isn't against people who use it because they need faith in their life and that's a beautiful thing
Yeah.
for them. I'm more standing against the fact that there's a huge margin of people who use it as an excuse to be homophobic or racist.
But that's
And because I'm a
both
moral
sides of the
person,
story.
no, so that's what I'm saying. So I
Yeah.
don't wear it because I think Christianity is wrong. I think it's a beautiful thing, and
Yeah.
people have the right to be. I wear it as in the very punk rock fuck you way of like,
being a renegade.
right,
and
of being like,
rebellion.
I really disagree with that. Let me show you why.
Yeah.
But I'd like to clarify.
But
I'm
see-
super pro Christianity and faith. If you
But
need,
see,
and
the
why
100% the
believe it.
same
It's
thing.
like
Just
Sid-
quickly,
it's
just
like
quickly,
Sid Vicious
just quickly,
wearing-
just quickly.
Hey, I'm
right?
adding to what
I
he's
know, I know,
saying.
but
It's
just-
like Sid Vicious wearing the
I
swastika.
know, but when I'm the host, I talk. Okay, right? So you're right. You're 100% right, Lockie, right?
I wouldn't
And you're
roast.
100% right,
Sure.
Riley, as well. But the way you got to think about it is like there are so many people that live in this world. If they choose to believe in something that makes them happier or,
Oh,
that,
yeah.
or that makes them just feel more of a whole of a person.
Sure.
Let that person do their thing.
No, I'm not at all trying to.
No, that's exactly
Yeah,
what I'm getting
There's
at.
a big hole
It's
in
just
our
like
people, man.
because like to avoid getting people later on. Imagine like 10 years down the track, someone
Yeah.
watches episode 10 and they see this, and it's like
Yeah.
from our perspective as Australians, as
Sure.
Western Australians, of people that have come to this land unfaithfully and basically committed genocide
For
as
sure.
it was on a
Totally.
group of people that had no chance because we had boats and gunpowder.
Sure.
The thing
And
is,
diseases.
the thing is like mate, surely you can, they believe. Some people believe there's a snake in the sky. Some people believe there's like 30 different gods, like Greek gods
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But you live your life day by day, and what makes you happy is what should make you happy.
Yeah, I want to clarify. I don't want to push anyone away from religion. Like,
Of course
loads
not,
of my
no.
best friends are super religious, whether you're Muslim or whatever, or
Yeah.
Christian or Jewish.
Beliefs don't change
Yeah.
who you are.
I think my personal stance is just not using something that has a really great moral positivity as an excuse to commit really terrible things.
That's exactly it. Like if you're going to go and
There's a
commit
state.
genocide in the name of Christianity, well, that's wrong. But
Right.
if you're going to go and feed thousands of people in the
Yeah.
name of Christianity, that's right.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But then
Okay, I'm gonna say we have 5 minutes left, so let's wrap up.
yep.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, we
That's
start
the idea.
talking.
This is gonna go on forever.
This is
Yeah,
very much
like,
going
um,
to go
Yeah,
on
tight.
forever.
We'll go.
All right.
And the thing is, I
Just
won't-
quickly though, you guys,
Yeah.
and I will say this in 5 minutes as well. Views and discretions and public opinions in this podcast do not reflect who we are or what we stand for. Anything that has
discussion.
been
It's a
anything
discussion.
that has been said in this cannot be counted as reliable evidence against any said person within this room.
What he's trying to say is
Right.
we're all on drugs.
Well, I'm just
and that's making
I'm
us
just
say
fucking
weird stuff.
drunk because I drank a whole bottle of wine to myself, and this bitch only had one glass.
I want to clarify too that
This bitch only had one
my
We're just having discussions. Right?
yeah, my perspective is aggressive because that's who
Still
I am
love
as a
you, though.
person, and if you know me, I tend to be like that.
You're not trying to piss
I don't mean
anyone off.
to. Yeah, I don't mean to put anyone down. It's just more of an aggressive
We
opinion.
can continue this conversation on podcast.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we
so
don't have
now
to.
to
I'm just
we've
more
got 5
clarifying, I
minutes
don't wanna
left.
upset anyone.
No, 100%. I just wanted
5
to.
minutes left.
I just wanted to say that before we finish up. So let's plug all your material and what have you guys got to show? So we've listened to a few of your songs. You got
Yeah.
this, Calypso and the Sun Demons.
Yeah,
Calypso
man.
and the Sun Demons. That's CALYPSO.
I'm pretty sure someone can type that.
Ampersand.
Yeah, so we're clips.
THESUNDE.
This guy.
We've got a.
DEM.
This guy.
All right, so we've got an EP coming out. Should be
No S.
mid-December, beginning of
hopefully.
January. In theory, keep your eyes peeled. We'll host an event somewhere as a launch, doing something.
Yeah.
Um,
Any upcoming gigs or?
Yeah, we have a
We're on
Facebook.
Facebook
We
and
can
Instagram.
send it to you. You can put it in the description. if you
Yeah,
want.
we got Facebook,
Facebook,
Insta,
Instagram.
YouTube.
we got 2 videos online if you want to see. We
MySpace.
shared some of our songs in here, so if you're desperate to hear it, you can.
Yep.
Yeah.
We will share your videos as
could
well. And
rip
your
it.
songs. Yeah.
Release it
Yeah.
Yourself.
Yeah,
Print
thanks
on
for
vinyl.
having us.
Yeah.
This is tight.
Yeah, if you want to bootleg any of our stuff on like vinyl.
Yeah, do it. Bootleg our shit.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if you got
Bootleg it.
This
Give me a
motherfucker,
copy.
no, like
I'll
upload
let
it to
you do
Pirate
it.
Bay. And
Yeah.
like, yeah.
What?
And
Upload it to
don't just
LimeWire.
accuse me of downloading music illegally.
Should we
'cause I
actually
buy
do
my
that?
music,
Should we
okay?
should we upload to like Pirate
you.
Bay?
Like
But
I do
pretend
things
it's like something
legit. All
completely
right.
different.
Okay, let's
That'd be
get back
tight.
to plugging shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Hey, we're plugging legally downloaded music, bought and paid for, alright?
yeah,
Like,
that's it. I
yeah.
do things professionally and correct.
like our boy, our boy Andre, he buys everything, all his songs
Are you
legally.
ready? I'm about to sell the whole thing, right? If you're the kind of person who likes music, we make sounds.
You might like
we,
us.
We make
Yeah.
music.
I think
bought me.
our music's
Hey,
honest.
if you like
you know?
the feeling of sound waves, wavy air hitting your eardrums, then give us a listen.
we make honest music, you know?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
all
that's-
about people I know personally.
Well, that's
Or
part
he
of the
knows
reason why I
person.
wanted to get you guys on is
Yeah.
because the music you guys.
Yeah, we're done.
That's part of the reason why I wanted to get you guys on. Was
My
because
name's Jeff.
The whole thing is that you guys are creating music because you want to create music.
Yeah.
You're
It's
not,
the hypocrisy.
you're not
Who is
trying to
it?
become popular.
No.
You're not walking around just trying to be something you're not.
Sure.
You're making music.
I'm gonna be the
because you wanna make
next
music.
Stephen Morrissey.
Shut the fuck
Stephen
No.
Morrison.
Yeah.
Fuck Morris.
Stephen Morrissey.
Yeah.
But
His name, that's his
Yeah,
name.
Stephen Morrissey.
I hope everything does go well for you guys.
Cheers, man.
And I mean, like
Likewise, man.
when my brother did tell me about the Trouser Snakes breaking up and everything, I was a bit worried.
Yeah,
what was
I
gonna
think
happen and
because
stuff.
Yeah.
initially I don't think
Yeah.
words were said that weren't meant to be said.
Yeah,
Look at him
it was-
covering his
very
ass.
much. But like
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've patched them wounds. I feel.
Mm.
Yeah.
Love you, Ben.
Yeah.
But
Shout
that-
out to Ben, man. What
Yeah,
a
yeah.
legend.
He's a good guy.
Fucking love you.
Yeah.
He's
It's
a
a
good
good
guy.
guy. To be back.
Yeah.
But that's exactly it. And I'm happy you guys came on the podcast.
For sure.
Yeah,
Thanks
I'm
for having
happy
us.
you
I'm happy
asked
that you-
us, man. You asked us yesterday. I was like, should we?
Yeah, man. I've been keen. We've been chatting about
Yeah,
it for a
because
while.
I've been talking to Damien. I'll be like, hey, when we getting on the podcast?
No, man, it's up to him.
Yeah. Hey, we'll be back. Yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah, well,
Come back in a year after we've made millions.
That's it. Yeah, then we have to try and message you guys. Be like, oh,
Likewise.
no, I
I mean,
knew these
likewise.
guys beforehand.
Also,
Yeah.
surely throw a party when Ben gets back, because your bonfires go hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm down for
Invite
I'm happy you said that
Is
actually,
Ethan
because I've
still
been
in
a
the
bit.
chat,
I was
man?
supposed to have one last week, but it didn't end up happening.
No, I'm a big fan of them.
One of them.
Shout out-
Ethan may be one of them.
Shout out to anybody watching the podcast at the moment.
Yes, thank
When-
you. Oh, I'll get a bounce
Oh.
pass for that girl who was desperate for one. Or
Yeah.
if anyone
Yeah.
else wants
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
No, I'll
Oh,
forward you on,
Was it,
but like
Beth,
I was,
Beth Ewell.
Oh,
yeah, like I was just saying though as well before, it's like when I do go to host another bonfire party,
Yeah.
Open invitation.
yeah, just message me if anyone has watched the podcast tonight, and I'll invite you guys.
We'll fly you out if you live in.
We
uh,
get DJs
live in
around the city to
Dubai.
come and party.
Your own cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get DJs from around the
Fully
city to
supportive.
come and play and hang out,
Yeah.
and then we just light a fire.
I
and-
burned a
Just-
whole antique chair once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
And sat in it as well.
Yeah, I remember.
I
Yeah, I
sat in
did.
it. Yeah.
I
That's
I
tight.
sat
Wait, did
behind
you sit in it as well,
Yeah.
or did I sit?
We
You
both
both
sat
sat
in
in
it.
it.
Dude,
I
we
was, like,
fucking-
behind it.
I've got
Torched
photos
our
of it,
asses.
but
All right, so we are officially over time by 10 seconds.
All right.
Look, I would like to thank you guys. Thank you,
Thank you,
Riley.
yeah.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Lachlan.
Thank you,
Thank
Alex.
you, Damo,
Yeah, I
for
appreciate
doing
it.
your stupid
Thanks,
thing.
Mitch.
And
Thank you,
Jamie.
Mitch.
Yeah,
the man,
thank you,
the man
Jamie.
behind
Mitch.
the screen.
For being such a beautiful person behind the scenes.
Oh.
Yay.
Can you please just play that one more? He's like, oh yeah, like, fucking, it's pretty good.
We have an outro song.
Yeah, it's this.
Not bad.
We have some Oasis as the
Oi,
background
before-
music.
before we start off, shout out
No,
to
you-
Present Time,
Yeah,
Thomas,
Thomas.
label.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Ivan
Shout out to
Ganchero.
those guys.
Fuck you.
Oh,
Shout
thank you
out
so
to
much.
Taylor and
Thank you so much for coming on.
Cheers, thanks.
Thank you for watching me drink a
Oh,
bottle
yeah.
of wine, and we will see you next week.
Thank
for
you.
Infra-Red podcast.
Thank you for
episode
drinking
11.
a bottle of wine.
So,
Woo,
so
see ya.
catch you guys.
Thank you for drinking
See
a bottle
yous.
of wine.
Yep. Catch you guys. We'll see you next
Bye
week.
bye.